cartoon actually like while I swipe.
Yeah, so thanks for the raid. What are you guys doing over there? How's everyone going? How's everyone going? That's some Pokemon. If you guys ever know Pokemon, it's the game that's like Power World, but without the guns. So that actually, you guys spoiled the news. The news has been spoiled. You guys, can I say it one more time? You spoiled it. It's official. Peter and Yenza are dating. I never had any clue, except I thought about the one time I saw them holding hands when they were at my house, and I was greatly disturbed by it, but I let it happen. So it's my fault. Mendang, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Raiders. But yeah, we got a major announcement. It's possibly the most exciting thing I've ever done. Well, I mean, it's possibly the most exciting thing I've ever gotten to announce as a what you would call content creator, if you will. But I don't like to think of that way. I think we have a community here. I think we have people that know each other and care about each other. And then there's K-Max. So how about that? Yes, that's it. Again, GV, I think, got to it. The biggest sponsorship ever. I actually have a thing I'm going to show you. I'm waiting for it. But yes, Raid Shadow Legends. You guys gotta guess. I want you guys to guess. I want you guys to guess what could be the major announcement for the stream. I want you guys to keep guessing. What is going on with the chat? I'll tell you what, managing 3 chats is interesting. Very interesting. Oh man, Nintendo would shut me down quickly. Nintendo's legal department's already threatened me before. Which, again, not my fault. Lobster milk meatballs are going to be perfected by 2025 around the same time as the Fable release. Let's get the music still going. Hello Kitty AR Kawaii World. Sarge! Chat, now that we have this whole lovely group of people here, let's all tag Sarge and yell at him because he still hasn't beat Horizon Zero Dawn yet. No, I am unfortunately very Italian, Yenza. I have the DNA test. It's come back. Turns out I am way too Italian. Oh my gosh, 41%. That's better. That is less than I am Italian. Yo, sorry, thank you. Hawk, how's it going, buddy? You ready for this? You ready for this? This is the most exciting announcement I've ever gotten to share as a professional gamer. I'm not. I'm a professional yeller. That's a great idea. The fun fact is I'm actually just milking. The same way I milk the milk out of lobsters, I'm milking all of you for ideas, and then I'm going to take it into my I have a handy dandy notebook, and I just kind of use it as my business strategizing. He's terminally gabagool and making the money out of Jacob. How's it going, buddy? Jacob, are you ready for the big news? I hope you're ready for the big news. Dan, how's it going? Yeah, I am actually technically 68% Italian. It's all Southern Italian. And then the rest of me is either like Middle Eastern or North African with some Jew. So like I am, by all intents, Italian. You see history through my DNA. The Moors invaded here. These people invaded here. And I was here. Because I was right there. Thank you for that subscription. This is all a ploy to get ideas. That's what consulting is. Exactly, Hawk. You could say I'm Jew-ish. The funny thing is as a kid in CCD, I was like, I don't want to be Catholic. I want to be Jewish. And little did I know, both and. Anyways, I'm making a cake. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, give me like, you got to keep guessing, chat. Give me like another minute and a half of guesses, and I'll reveal the announcement. You're buying stocks for a hostile takeover at Game of Favorite. Game of Favorite isn't a public traded company. I've tried to push you there. Shawnee, welcome in. You just made it in for the big news. All right, so the big news. What are you doing here? Insider trading. No, I am not the lead creator of Balin's Wonderworld. I am not getting incarcerated like the lead creator of Sonic the Hedgehog. Can I guess? I would hold you off from guessing. So we have a new sponsor to the stream, chat. I'm getting married. I would never do that. That's disgusting, Yenza. Brave, can you bring in the new sponsor? You want me to put it? All right, first off, apparently I gotta get naked. Where is it? All right, hold on, chat. Hold on. I'm not turning. I don't want you to see me right now. I'm very sensitive. Very sensitive. Yeah, the chair's taking over. He's sponsored by France. Tu parles en français? Oui, oui. Now, the French and I get along pretty good. I'm a fan of their bread, and I'm a really big fan of the Gruyere cheese. What? A lot of people. I can't. There's a lot of people here. Right. is okay. We're married. Oh, Effie's not allowed in the stream. All right. All right. So this is my wife. She does exist. Again, the ongoing joke for the last 2 years. Je voudrais du fromage. Oui, oui, j'adore fromage. Inappropriate. Are you guys dating? Not only are we dating, but we've been married now for how long?
7 years.
7 years. And out of those 7 years, it's not been that bad, to be honest with you. For the most part,
It's not been that bad.
she's done a good job. I've been fantastic. I can only say that throughout these 7 years, not only have I gotten louder, I've gotten you to get louder with me.
Yep.
And the funny thing is pretty soon, the house is gonna get a lot louder because there's gonna be another little Italian running around with us. We're pregnant. We are very pregnant. We confirmed today that the baby's heartbeat is there.
That baby is also there.
It's a little peanut right now, but you could already see him with his little hands going like this and saying, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's been like a 5-year journey, chat.
5 years.
Turns out
5 long years.
the only thing we've been missing is that I had to have sex. That was the issue.
We were doing it wrong.
we were doing it completely wrong. I thought we just had to shake hands. But yeah. So yeah, it's been 5 years of shaking hands, and thankfully we figured it out. No kissing is how that works. That's true. And safe for work. It's okay. So yeah, 5 years of trying to have a kid. I joke we were doing more than shaking hands, and just never being able to have it. We started the adoption process. We got pretty decently far down that process for where we were at and how eager we were. We picked our agency.
Almost done with Gap.
We collected all the information for the application. We picked our agency. We had multiple calls. And then here's the thing. On Mother's Day, we got some roses. And for those who know about Saint Therese, it's French. Whenever God hears your prayer, the story goes is that roses will come as a sign from Saint Therese that God has heard. And all the data suggested that I was infertile as a desert in August. And the surgery, the medication, and the prayers, everyone praying, made a huge difference. And those roses came on Mother's Day, and we looked at each other and we're like, what if that's a sign? Because it was just random roses you got. And I was like, well, we are adopting, so either way, it's a sign. And then she woke up on her 30th birthday, and then boom, she was pregnant. My first response was what?
Is this a joke?
Mm-hmm.
And then, is it mine?
Yeah, I was like, is it mine? And then she called me an idiot. And, if you ever seen Everybody Loves Raymond, she's basically Deborah and I'm Raymond. Which I don't know how she feels about that because my mom's name is Deborah. And, don't want to make that comparison. Anyways, yeah, so baby's due January 2024. Expected release date Q1 2024. Gameplay will not be revealed today. But if all goes as planned, should arrive on time, maybe a week early, maybe a week late. If any delays happen, it will run at a full 120 frames per second, hopefully faster. The deluxe edition will get you a thanks and a high five, and if you come visit, I'll yell at you. And yeah, prayers continued. This is gonna get me some anger right now. I'm gonna say it anyway, so it's okay. Okay, y'all know that Chris Farley skit where he's
Not even been.
I know it's not been you, but your appetite has been noticeably different. Like, you don't eat breakfast. You're like, are you hungry yet? She's like, nah. Like, okay, well, I want to eat. It's like 11. So then I'll eat. But now you're like right away in the morning. You're like, your exact words to me the other day, last Sunday, were, I was like, you feel right? She's like, I'm like sick. I'm like nauseous, and I'm also hungry.
You don't eat, you'll get nauseous.
If the baby's born on your birthday, we'll have to name it Prout. Yes. I agree. So here's the funny thing. Alex shared his news last night on the podcast, which I wasn't expecting him to. But 5 years, this is the kicker, chat. This is what I wanted to say last night. For those who know Alex, co-host of Game Bites, 5 years ago, almost exactly in early June, my wife and I made a trip out to California to go stay with Alex and his actual ex-girlfriend, not his wife now, but different girl. And I told Alex on the way there, I was like, just so you know, I'm going to conceive a child in your apartment. And it never happened. And then all these years later, he came and visited us one night. We were pregnant. We didn't know it. And
We weren't pregnant.
Oh, okay, yeah. We had to shake hands first. And we weren't pregnant yet. They weren't pregnant yet. He conceived a child. And then we did. And so this house is super fertile. If anyone is trying to have a kid right now, we got multiple guest rooms, good rates. And, you know, she doesn't agree with anything I'm saying.
So funny.
Let me get married first. That's a good start.
Yeah.
What have I just invited people to continue the life and lifespan of the human population? Taking back my visit request.
He speaks without thinking. I'm sure you've discovered that. No filter.
No. What's that line from the movie? We watched it with Peter and Yenza. Whenever he's like, "Do you believe the things that come out of your mouth?"
Oh my gosh, that was such a good line for you.
It was the movie National Security. With
Do you believe the things that are coming out of your mouth? And then his answer was, "I don't know until I say them."
I don't know.
Like that.
I just see where it goes until I'm done saying it, and maybe I do, or something like that. And
that was you to a T.
That's 100% me.
You to a T.
What does my shirt say then?
Yes.
What does it say? I don't know what it says. It's got green on it. It's first.
It says, Dad level unlocked.
Right.
Isn't that cute? My parents got it from.
Dad level. So now all the dad jokes I have, chat, in the pop-up notification I'm allowed to use. I am amazing. Yes, I am amazing. That's actually what it sounded like. No comment. In my head. Oh, that's awesome, Big Mac. That's awesome. So yeah, you were pregnant on Mother's Day and we didn't know it. I even said to you, like, this might be your last Mother's Day without a child. And turns out I was wrong. Because we had a little baby bacon.
I love you guys both so much.
That's from Kevin. Happy early Father's Day, thanks, Cynic. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, keep praying. It's 7 weeks and 4 days along. Heartbeat's good. TTS is creepy. It is creepy. And what else? Watch the Chris Farley skit with David Spade. It's the clip whenever he's like eating fries and he just all of a sudden goes, "Lay off me, I'm hungry." And I like to play that for my wife just because she has an increased appetite. It hasn't been you. But compared to where you were, like, your breakfast this morning was bigger than mine. So
I didn't need it all.
I did finish it for you. Yeah. All these things, all the guys out there are like, why are you saying this? When the mall, yeah, exactly, Pruitt. I love you.
Love you.
Mwah.
Okay. Have fun gaming, everybody.
Thank you. Chat, we're now taking bets on if it's going to be a boy or a girl. It would be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, so it turns out, Brianna, good job. Keep it up. Love you, honey. It's gonna be a gamer. Definitely a gamer. 100% boy. Yeah, I don't know what I like. I don't like the stress of having a girl terrifies me because I'm a guy. And I know what guys do. What? It's true. Like having a boy first to like be the protector. Like, I will legit be one of those dad that, like, I don't even own a gun, but I will buy a gun the first time if it's a daughter, if it's a girl, well, one of our kids brings home a boy, I will be there, no shirt, boxers. The first boy that girl brings home will be threatened. It's just in my blood. Yeah. Yeah. Brianna's gonna get good marks at her performance review. She's gonna get an A+ review. Good job, honey. She's definitely getting a bonus this year. I would be the best girl dad. That's exactly why I would be a girl. Oh, you ended up with a girl. I think we actually are gonna do a gender reveal party. Listen, I've been so against those. Yeah, if that boy has no experience with Mediterranean culture, sorry, she's gonna be stressed out. Literally, I'm not yelling at you, but I've been against those. I'm like, I just don't like them. Like, I just want to know. And ultimately, Brianna came down to me the other day. I'm like playing Diablo, like real focused. This was Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday afternoon before we went out to dinner. And which forests were burning? All of them? No. And she just says, I have something I need to tell you, and I don't think you're going to be happy to hear. And I was just like, okay. She's like super serious. I was like, freaking, my heart jumped. I don't know what's going on. And she's like, I just need to tell you, I don't think you're going to enjoy hearing this. And next thing you know, she just goes, I want to have a gender reveal party. Which at that point, I would have agreed to anything. That was really smart of her. If you ever want to get someone to agree to something, lead with that. I have horrible news. But yeah, y'all, I'm glad y'all came here, Yenza. Thanks for doing that. I know, so Yenza and Peter knew. I'm gonna say it. Yenza and Peter knew before all y'all. He played me like a fiddle and a half. And just like as much as I joke, I knew that Yenza was dating Peter for a long time. Peter had no idea. Kidding. Love you guys. Yugen knew. We had a conversation this weekend when we were remembering Hunter, and the thing that really you know, not to take it to a little bit of a, you know, sad place, but Hunter was gonna come up not this weekend but the last, and he texted me saying he was really sick with what he thought was the stomach flu or food poisoning. And we talked, and I told him the news and the whole story. We had a good conversation. We called each other a lot. And he's just like, well, you know what? Knowing that, I don't think I'm gonna come up because, you know, this could be something more, right? This could be something contagious, and I don't want to bring that on you guys. And I was just like, you don't have to do that. I was like, honestly, like, just keep me posted. He's like, no, you know, I'm still feeling the same. And then, you know, turns out he ended up going in the hospital that weekend, and you know, he was around family, which was good. You know, he was around his wife and everyone. If he would have been in Clarion, you know, that would have been rough. But yeah, keep praying for him too, chat. But yeah, I'm glad I got to share this story with him. I wasn't planning on doing it until he came up here, and then that happened. But I'm glad he knew. He was real happy for us. Hawkinson, yeah, his name was Eugene Makes Coffee. I know you would have seen him in the chat. He passed away. I was on the Sirius Discord channel. Good friend of a lot of people here. Good friend of mine. But yeah, he's been a contributor to this community for like a year and a half, and a lot of people. And yeah, he had an illness he didn't know he had. But I like what his wife Leslie said, which was that he was the best of us, and I think it's very, very true. His joyfulness, his kindness, his generosity was unparalleled. And I appreciate it, Hawk. Yeah, you know, I appreciate it. There's yeah, I will say, if any of y'all are like, oh, Mark, I'm gonna contribute to the community, I will tell you, if you really feel like that, there's a GoFundMe in that channel in the Discord, and please contribute to that. That's for his wife. I mean, he was only 26. She was around the same exact age. They were very, very young. All the help will make a difference. And I'm gonna do a quick pivot here to lighten the mood a bit more. Hunter would want me to do this, but also, if in your charity as well, can you also hope that Sarge finishes Horizon Zero Dawn? And Peter, you and I will get together again sometime too, and we'll burn some food in Hunter's honor. All right, come on, Sarge. What are you doing? What are you doing? Good on this? Yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy, chat. Like, it still feels so surreal. Like, the nervousness I had today, just being okay with whatever happens once we went to the doctor, and just to see that miracle of life right there. I can't do that. I mean, I would try, but it would work. It would not work. Most I could do is just go, here, honey, I brought you food. Eat it. Also, you want to shake hands again? Yeah, thank you, Pious Mouse. Also, Pious Mouse, your words meant a lot to me, dude. I went and played them to Brianna. For some reason, people that have met my wife and I, not on stream, but in person, have always said, like, y'all guys would be great parents. You give off these great parent-like vibes. I'm like, is there, like, drugs in the air? But it means a lot to hear that. I know, Yenza, you said similar things. They don't take women seriously enough. Make sure they don't buffalo my lady. I have no idea what that means. Now I'm hungry for a buffalo chicken sandwich. Is that a problem? Problem. I'm getting sympathy hunger. I'm getting sympathy hunger.
Angela's cats are cute. So cute that you just want to eat them.
I appreciate that, Cynic.
You can't eat cats.
It means a lot. Big dad energy.
Cats, Kevin.
I am gonna. Yeah. For sure. Well, you know, since I was a young kid, I wanted it. And, you know, Jacob and even I had a conversation about this the one time that, like, you know, no matter what happens, the idea of being a father, whether it's adoption or kids or spiritual father in some sense, is a thing that you can do for people. And I was comforted by that conversation. It's brought me both hope and peace with no matter what happens. And, boom. Real great, Sarge. Real classy of you. All right. All right, we should get focused on the game. So here's the big question. We got a Pooh in the clan. I just spit on my monitor. We got Pauls. We got Proot. Anyone playing right now? Who's on my social? Whoever's playing the game, they need to join the clan. You'll get early access. Oh, you won't. Never mind. That makes sense, Big Mac. Savagery. No, I definitely have a dad bod, but it's more of a big brown bear dad bod. Pious, that means a lot to me, but I appreciate that. I'll tell you, a lot of it came from the fact that I almost killed you in my house. That my dogs literally made me have to bring you to the emergency care. But besides that, I would have done it for anyone. Hawk, whenever you get back in, I know you got your clan already. K-Max, I don't oh, yeah. Corporal punishment. I don't think that would work on you, K-Max. I might slide out of that one. You do, you Hawkinson. Slander against Effie and Plutarch. Effie did almost kill you. Alright, we're on Act 2. Let's get focused here. Big Mac, thanks for that follow. Appreciate it, buddy. It's not a requirement for the community. Trust me, I did as a kid. I know. Alright, let's go here. What will be their role in the gender reveal? So, Starrup, have a good day, buddy. Lurk, thanks, Prude. I don't know. I told my wife, oh, Jacob, I think you'll like this. His daddy, how's it going, buddy? It's a great name. I just found out a couple weeks ago that I'm gonna be a dad. So, look at that. The one thing that interests me about a gender reveal party is, my father-in-law told me, like, I've seen people do it where they have two, like, wrestlers, and one's wearing a color, the other's wearing the other color, and whoever wins the wrestling match, that's how you find out the gender. I was like, that's a great idea. What if they were Star Wars Jedis, and one had a blue lightsaber, and one had a pink lightsaber? And then I was like, oh, I'll do it then. So yeah, if anyone knows how to choreograph a really great Jedi lightsaber fight, please let me know. You will know my baby's gender before me. My mom is a dance choreographer. I think that counts, right? Is that a little... 1 second. That. Oh, we're doing this, aren't we? We're doing that. 1 second. It's going great. I'm loving it, man. I'm finally getting my build in a good place, and on tier 2. I've been taking my time with side missions. I really breezed through the Act 1 during the beta, but now I've been trying to just get as much as I can out of the game, you know? Ray Park? That's Darth Maul, right?
I thought them lost during the attack.
Seriously, if we could get Ray Park at this thing,
Thank you, kind wanderer.
y'all will never have to do another thing for me again.
But these will surely countenance the good this family has contributed to Scosglen.
Never again. By the way, Jacob, have you gotten Jedi Survivor yet? Because if you liked Fallen Order, you're gonna love Survivor. Also, I don't know if you saw, there's a new Star Wars game that's been announced, and it looks pretty good. Brats. K-Max, how's your trip been? Did Eugen treat you good for coffee? I told Eugen on his way to go see you, to stop at a used game store and pick up a copy of Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, and I'd pay him for it. I don't think he did that. I breezed through it quickly there, Hawk, but the gameplay looks very interesting. Oh no, Pius. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Nap time. Nap time, nap time, nap time. Oh, trailer looked quite cool for the new one. Doing a machine order.
Not ready yet.
That's awesome. I'm glad you guys got to hang out. I haven't finished... I haven't finished Clone Wars yet, Jacob. The series... Dude, the Series S is like $250. Should we buy Jacob a Series S, chat? That's awesome, Big Mac. Hawkinson, thanks for supporting the show, buddy. Alex of Game Bites texted me when dude, I've been seeing these galore now. Are these like more prevalent once you get to Act 1? Because I wasn't seeing them at all throughout once you get to Act 2. Because I wasn't seeing them at all.
I need time to...
Oh, get the goblin. Get the goblin. Why are you running slow? What did he do to me? He drugged me. He drugged me. What the heck is wrong with me? Oh, I'm so mad. Goblins are gonna drug you, chat. Big Mac, enjoy that Switch. Shipping it to Ireland, that will probably be a couple bucks. We can pay for a local one. Really. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't believe it. Honestly, the Series S interests me. Shiny, do you have one? I mean, you I feel like I've asked you this before, Shiny, but in your experience, do you sell more Series S's than X's? Oh, I thought you said I got a bike, and I was like, oh, you're biking after you played football earlier? Love you too. Love you too, Pious Mouse. Love you too, Jacob. No. I mean, I do love you. I'm saying, responding to Shiny's there. Interesting. So you sell more X's. Interesting. That surprises me a bit. That surprises me a bit. Oh wow. Do you see, or PS5's pretty much off the shelf as soon as possible? See, I feel like I said this on the show last night, chat, but for those who saw the Starfield Direct, if I was a 2 for that game, I'm now an 11. Mostly Switches, and that's the kicker right there. Why is the Switch selling so much? Well, boom, there's your evidence. What in the name? There's literally no... This is weird. That's crazy. Back room is full of Xboxes and PlayStation. That's crazy. That is crazy. What's the old Rampage? Is that like Rampage, the N64 game?
Spare some kindness for an old soldier?
I keep giving this guy money. I'm not gonna stop.
Thank you, Wanderer.
I mean, what promises are that, Kevin? Because the game looks great, and the one head of Bethesda said, "I've been here for a long time, and this game is coming out with the least bugs out of any Bethesda game ever," which is bold words. Gotcha. Yeah, the original one. Yeah, I think I played the one on the NES back in the day, and the arcade one for sure. The N64 one's the one that introduced me to the franchise.
And what is the problem exactly?
Gotcha. You know, the creative engine, I think that's what it's called, is an extremely powerful engine. And like, I'm not gonna paraphrase things I've been seeing on the internet as people have been talking about like 60 versus 30 frames. Because I don't tend to get stuck up on that. Like, Tears of the Kingdom is my game of the last like 2.5 years, and it's a 30 frame game. But experts in actual game development and also game performance, such as Eurogamer's Digital Foundry, that's who I kind of default to. Based on their examination of it and what they've seen, they were all very much like, yeah, I get why they're doing this. For what the game looks like, it's supposed to be playing at a smooth lock 30 frames per second. It's very CPU intensive, creative engine. I think that's actually most people, to be honest, Peter. I mean, if you're like Sweat and Valorant like Yugen, you're playing for a high frame and refresh rate, because I think, you know, it probably does give you an edge. But for a single player game with high level of realism, like I don't know. I think here's the thing. Considering the Switch is still outselling, as Shiny has just said, the PlayStation and the Xbox, based on the data she sees and the fact that the Switch also just took over the PlayStation again in just the UK as well as the best-selling console, I don't think most gamers actually care about that stuff. I did break the news, Alex. You're pregnant. Everyone here knows that that we're both gonna have children very close to each other. We are Groot. Oh, interesting, Shiny. Game Bites is pregnant. Game Bites is pregnant. So the next 9 months, it's just gonna be our perceptions of what it's like to have pregnant wives. So strap in.
Not ready yet.
6? Only 6 months? Ah, I guess you're right. That would be a good idea, Peter. Glasses make a difference. I have them and I don't wear them, but when I do, I'm like, oh, this is night and day.
Not ready yet.
Oh, interesting. Okay, Shani. Is that thing hurting me? Just Daddy, if you're still here, what build are you playing in the game? Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, the thing I paraphrased with it last night was if they deliver. So if Starfield is what they say it is, if they deliver, I will go from believing that Starfield won't be enough for people who only have a PlayStation, not a PC, to say, this could actually make people want to get an Xbox. See, Star Citizen isn't being made by Bethesda, though. Like, Bethesda, say what you want about their jank or their approach to things, they actually release games. Like, yeah. There's a different caliber of production and technology you're dealing with there. Gotcha. I mean, that's the thing though. What they promise isn't anything like we haven't seen before on its own. So that's the other thing too. Like, we've seen procedural generation. We've seen space-driven action RPGs. We've seen resource gathering in space. We've seen all those things. What seems to make Star Citizen or Starfield, now you got me confused, Kevin. What seems to make it unique, from what I can tell, is that it's an amalgamation of a lot of those systems and a lot of other games with what Bethesda does do well, which is RPG storytelling. Oh, you need to watch the actual direct. It's like an hour long, but it takes you into so much aspects of the game. You're like, oh wow. And that's what did it for me. I saw the most recent trailer. I was just like, yeah, I'm interested, but like, I don't think it's gonna be something I'm looking forward to. And then I watched a direct where they really got into the game, and I was like, oh, I actually really want to play this now. I mean, they really wanted to get people to it was cool. Like, I said this yesterday, I appreciate when these teams get to, like, members from production, technical, art, QA, they all get together to talk about what they've been working on. We just check it out from time to time. We're slowly making our way to these side quest only events, which is totally worth it, chat. Close combat rogue, nice. You typically play rogue? Ooh, ooh, ooh. So like that to me, it has to work together like they're saying it's gonna work together. Sarge, I mean, chat, what did we say to Sarge? We yell at him when he's not playing Forbidden West. So if you need to go play Forbidden West, I recommend you do it. Who is talking to me? Who the heck is talking to me? Who's down there? Is that a Frosty Mine? Is that a Frosty Dew? At least 6 enemies are nearby when you cost war cry. Your damage bonus is increased by an additional 10%. We're quick against you 50% base. Oh yeah, we're doing that. Like, I like games like No Man's Sky, but there's not enough action and story in it to keep me interested. I want to play Mass Effect, but it comes off as too intimidating and too big for me to really appreciate it. Like, I don't want to jump in... Cynic. I don't want to jump in at Mass Effect Andromeda, but to me, like, that seems like it has the most interesting combat system. Because I've tried to start one so many times, and then I only make it so far. But this game seems to be like all those things combined. So, yeah, I'm curious. Again. And also, I'll say this, like, I don't, you know, the company's big, but there's a lot of people who, yeah, talk is cheap, but also games are extremely hard to make. And again, I'm not trying to make a apology for them. I'm just saying, knowing that space and how complex it is, we are so gonna die. At the very least, I want to be charitable and say, I hope they succeed. You know what I mean? Cheek, how's it going, my friend? Hope you're well. Like Todd Howard, Bethesda? I don't think they've gone the way as a BioWare did whenever EA acquired them. I think for the most part, everything under Bethesda, including id, like Doom Eternal and all that, Doom Eternal is one of the best games of all time. Straight up. Chick, I hope you've been well. And I know there's different teams there, and there's all kinds of... I mean, Microsoft has its issues with practices around contractors that are problematic, but... It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Anyways, I think I had so much midnight energy that my left hand is twitching. That or my... Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. Maybe I'm just really into the game. Peter, if I bought you a copy of this game, would you play it? Kidding. Kidding. Yenza, we need to make a fundraiser for Peter so he can buy you a PlayStation 5 and Final Fantasy 16. And also so he can see an optometrist. Optometrist? What's the word? Is that the word? Art twitching sounds like a dev issue. Definitely. Definitely. Optometrist. Okay. Ophthalmologist? Hippopotamus? Oh. See, I feel like my AoE could be better. I might switch to spin as a core skill versus the hammer, the ancient hammer. I might. I'm not sure yet. Because I hear that comes in handy more endgame, and playing tier 2 now, if I'm struggling now, I feel like I should maybe make the switch soon. Peter, are there any universities with dental schools nearby? Because typically you can be a test subject for them, and they do it for free or pretty cheap. Oh, I realize that. I realize that's what's going on. If you want once I finish main money, we can up on for collab action RPG. That'd be awesome, Peter. Nice, Cheek. So, did you sign up for some schooling or what's going on? That's awesome to hear. F's in the chat. All right, let's take a pause and remember when I used to be good at gaming. All right, let's look at our core skills. So yeah, from what I understand, most of my build, the war cry, all that's pretty clutch. Yugen, you're good, buddy. I'm glad you didn't pee while driving. I've done that before and it's never a good idea. But wait a second. I'm making the switch. Making the switch. Making the switch. We're gonna spin the win. Barbs or cheese? All right, Mr. Playing Horizon Zero Cheese. Sarge, come on. That's awesome, Cheek. I'm very happy to hear. It's a noble cause you're committing yourself to, which is a thing needed. Spin the win. Well, I mean, either way, I'm clicking. I'm clicking the win no matter what I do. Gain 1 fury each time whirlwind deals direct damage. Okay, well, this is the path I have to go. Violent whirlwind. After using whirlwind for 2 seconds, whirlwind deals 30% increased damage until it is canceled. Ooh. While using slashing weapon, whirlwind also inflicts 40% of its base damage as a bleeding. Ooh, I want some bleed. I like to go for the bleed. If we don't like it, we could try something else. Boom. I'm loving where we're at right now. Path of Exile will most likely be free to play, but who knows when that will come out. We're going to get more information on that on July 27th. I believe that's when they're having their own event. I would tell you it's going to be hard to get me to buy another game right now. And I know that you're in a similar situation, Peter. So let's talk off stream about what we can make work. You know what I mean? I was going to hope for a girl because Max needs potential spouses, but then I thought, do I like the idea of potentially being family with a lot of time? Yugen, I would let that happen. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to have an arranged marriage, but we'll just put them in a room together nonstop, and so they just have to become friends. And then, you know, I've watched, you know, then when they get older, you make them go on dates. Oh, thanks, honey. I appreciate that. It could be a very great avenue. It could be a very great avenue. I agree. I agree, Peter. Filipinos are a joyous, loud group of people. I felt it somewhat home when I was there. Peter does get a sibling since Peter is technically adopted. Does that mean Yenza's my daughter-in-law? Uh-oh. All right. Very loud when it comes to karaoke. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. She's fine with it. I need more fury. She will be your daughter-in-law. Oh, sorry. I forgot about that. Whoa, whoa! Whoa! Whoa, you see what Peter just said there, chat? You see what Peter just said there? Yeah, let's give Peter the attention now. I just switched my core skill from Hammer of the Ancients to the Spin Attack. I want to try it. I think it's a better move for me. Nothing. You said nothing, Peter. Nothing. I'm like, Yenza, come on. Yeah, like hearing from a person who deals with difficulty, you have to tell me that the service that I want to bring to them is needed. So it's very needed, Cheek. I can tell you even though I'm not even in the field, but just from what I've seen. That feels like an announcement and a half. It feels very much like an announcement. Peter's got a new sponsor. Peter as Pope. I'd let that happen. Nice, nice. Where am I? I'm like 37, I think. Yeah, he definitely said will. Like it's determined. 20 minutes. Oh, 20 minutes. Someone get this man a ride to Rome. So many side quests. I'm loving the side quests. I'm loving the events and the side quests in this game. Like this is the game that I've been looking for. Path of Exile is a great game. And if some of you have played it, that's awesome. I've played it multiple times and I've even started to really look up at build guides, but I just don't have as much fun with the skill tree. The wedding is back on. Okay. All right, chat. Let's keep a timer. It's 4:57, so I'm gonna do math real quick. At 5:17, Peter and Yenza are gonna have to commit to it. It's a big day here, chat. Very big day. No pressure. No pressure. I'm all about that pressure. All about that pressure. That's awesome, Chick. Keep me posted on your journey, my friend. Feel free to always share. Always happy to hear about it. I won't be able to offer any amazing advice specific to the field, because I like to think of myself as more of an occupational hazard. But I'm always happy to listen. Kevin, peace out, Girl Scout, A-Town down. Go do what you were gonna do. It's a good thing I work in technology because there's less things I could do to hurt myself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, let's try to spin the win now here, Sarge, for you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. All right. All right. All right. Blood is the key. Stand on the thing and hit the buttons. Come at me, guys. Woohoo! That is so much fun. Oh, that is so much fun. Man, that is the way to go. Warcry and the spinning. This game just got so much better. Cheese. The circle's done. What circle? There ain't no circle. Ain't no ballerina. I think I'm finally using my alt weapons. I'm realizing that. Oh no, you're gonna be crazy. That's awesome, Yugen. Oh no, that's gotta avoid that. Yeah, the roses we got on Mother's Day are definitely getting framed and hung in our child's nursery. Why'd I take that shot? I'm blaming Peter. Awesome. Awesome, Cheek. I hope for you as well. Oh, wait, 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 no, no, no! We almost lost it. I don't think we're gonna win. I think I wasted too much time off the circles. I think we're good. I think we're good. Nope. No, no, it's working. We're working. Oh, yeah. This is the way. This is the way. Just no mastery. Satiate the plates. That's like... Plates don't get satiated. The plates satiate my hunger. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? It does make me sad. It's all good, though. It's all good. There's just so much of this game. I appreciate Weight of Sin. Acquire Dawa's bracelet. I can't speak. Speaking of satiating hunger, honey, do you want pork or salmon tonight? Also, can you make whatever you... I am a barbarian. In the game. 100% Cynic, 100%. And it's funny too because Peter's gonna have a similar spiritual autobiography. Story of another soul. This is just how it goes. The thing about the pork is it's being marinated in a lovely Italian dressing and seasoning. The thing about the salmon is it's salmon, and it's amazing for you. I agree. I have cooked a lot of pork. I literally cooked you pork wrapped in bacon. That's a lot of pork. It was good. Ooh. Salmon's... Well, how would you want to... How would you want to marinate the salmon? Because it's not marinating in anything. It's just plain old salmon right now. They look like some good fillets, though. I'll tell you that much. Chat, what should I put on my salmon? A little bit of lemon, a little bit of salt, maybe? You don't want to do too much. Trying to think what else. A little bit of... Ooh, you know what would be good? Like something like a red pepper or something like that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, automatic game changer with the spin to win. Black pepper with lemon, that sounds amazing. Jake, like, oh, that sounds amazing. Honey, take a look at the salmon in the fridge and see if there's enough for the two of us. And if there is, set the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then get out a pan. Kidding, you do whatever you want. You're hungry now, we have leftover turkey burgers as well. Oh dude, I made the most cracked turkey burger recipe. I don't feel like moving. You don't have to move. You do whatever you want. Just lemon, salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. With the turkey burgers were fantastic. It was just like I didn't even need anything on them. I just ate them plain. I mean, your wife is practically a doctor, right? Because we're talking about it on Twitch and I'm saying that, so you know it's true. You don't have to do a lot with salmon. I really don't think you need to do a lot. Oh, look at me cheesing it. Looking at me cheesing it, Sarge. Is that a sound in the game, or is my wife saying something upstairs?
Not ready yet.
Ooh. Also, chat, can we talk a little bit more about how Game of Favorites is rigged? She's 100% an expert. Just like I'm an expert on what streams. Ooh, what else do we have though? Has anyone here ever made their own ice cream?
Not ready yet.
Bolognese with long green peas? I don't think so. I think that sounds good. Yeah, the bleed effect is so crucial. Nice. How have you made it? What kind of flavors have you used? You made ice cream in elementary school? That sounds like the best elementary school to ever go to. We didn't do that in my elementary school. The coolest thing we did in elementary school was I watched a guy put a tennis ball in some dry ice and then crack it. Oh, banana chocolate. Nice. Never went back to such witchcraft. Get back with their witchcraft. We have an ice cream maker. We just haven't used it for like 6 months.
Not ready yet.
And now I got a system down with this build. Zoom Zoom? I think my wife watched that show. Is that the PBS show? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, that's the Mazda commercial, Mark. What's wrong with you? Hey, Sarge, you're not American. Let me ask you a question.
Not ready yet.
Oh, that sounds amazing, Cheek. Yeah. I mean, I think it's always good to add what you want to do to your own recipe. You know what I mean? So here in the States, we have this television channel called HGTV. And there's this hugely popular entertainment and industry around home improvement. Like, not just like, here's how you fix something, but like people dreaming about their dream home and then just like the projects coming to fruition. Like, it's big. These people have their own brands now and all that stuff. But it was on this morning when we were at the OBGYN. Is there a difference? I don't know, honey. No idea. Anyways, and I just wondered, like, are these shows popular in the rest of the world? Like, do people in Italy care about their dream home renovation? Because like the American culture is very much obsessed with them, and I was curious if it's a universal thing or if it's kind of specific to industries in America. So I know HGTV isn't available everywhere outside the US. You could probably get it, but it's a US channel. So just wondering, like, if it's as big. Again, not like here's how you fix things, but more so like, you know, Susan and Tom are looking for their blah 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 home, and they're willing to spend this amount of money. Here's how we're gonna make that come to life, and it's all about backsplashes and I don't know. Does anyone else watch that stuff? Am I insulting anyone by like slightly making fun of it? Oh, my wife's in the other room. She just doesn't want to move. Make fun of all the time too? Oh wow, Sarge. Interesting. That's good to know. It's good to know. I'm glad my assumption was wrong. It's popular enough. I mean, I like So I don't know how popular the show Home Improvement with Tim Allen was outside of the US, but I recently did a rewatch of that show, and never in my life have I been more excited about the actual segments when they do the tool show. Because I'm like, oh, I don't, yeah, I run into that issue. How do I fix that? And that surprised me, is that I actually cared about those segments more than I ever have before. You don't like anything in reality? I would agree. Home Improvement? Exactly, and we're over budget, and then it's like, it like stresses me out. Home Improvement's a classic. The way that show ends... Cheek, that sounds amazing. Do you make your pasta yourself? That show literally ends with him putting his actual house on a giant truck and then a giant boat and moving it to Indiana. Ending was very weird. It was very weird. It almost felt surreal. Oh, dude, Cheek, that's classy. How do you make your own pasta? What do you put in it? What type of flour do you use? I agree, like it almost felt, I mean, a lot of sitcoms don't end well. We've talked about that before. Like, just felt underwhelming, you know? And like, I think it's...
Not ready yet.
Ah, okay, interesting. Like it didn't actually happen. The 0-0 flour, you gotta use the 0-0 flour. Interesting. Interesting. I'm of the opinion they shouldn't have moved. So is my wife.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Has anyone here played the Rayman Legends game? Ooh.
I'm not ready.
It was, it's the newest Rayman game you could kind of play besides... I agree. I 100% agree. My wife and I agree, Shiny. Like, it's awesome that Jill had that opportunity, but like, the truth is she could have got a, there's going to be a lot of job opportunities in an urban area, you know? It just felt like they didn't necessarily have to move. They could have had both, you know? Oh, that makes so much sense, because every time I've seen you, I've always been curious why you're always missing arms, but you have hands. It's always been a confusing part about me. Give me December 7th. Wait, what's December 7th? Is that the Avatar game? Did they announce the release date? I didn't watch it yet. Oh, nice, Cheek. It's been around for a long time. Oh, that's cool. I haven't watched it, but I heard it had some really awesome open world elements that like kind of borrow from Far Cry, but given the new gameplay and new game setting and environment, like it's the reinvigoration to that Ubisoft method that is highly needed. So people are excited about it from what I heard, Mandalore. I'm not lanky, I'm just Rayman. That's why whenever you wanted to punch me, you wanted your hand up like this. Rayman Legends was 2015-14 game. Amazing game. One of the best. 2013. Thank you, Sarge. You probably own it. And you gonna just take a wild guess here? Maybe you played it? Most likely not. Love you, buddy. It's a great game. And really, there's some great 2D settings. Like moments in that game where the gameplay and the level, everything that's happening on also is choreographed perfectly to a song. Like it's crazy how it works. Like there's this moment where you're sliding down to the song Black Betty by Ram Jam. That's awesome, Mandalore. I'm very excited for you. Anyways, that's the team that's making the new Prince of Persia game. That team is highly skilled in 2D games. So I I am, again, I'm just excited for that game. That, again, that is a opinion getting a lot of people angry, apparently. But I love Metroidvanias, and they hear a 2D company. Oh, Yenza, me too. That part of the game made me go, oh my gosh, I love this. I agree, Mandalore, and like I get people wanting the other version of the game, but knowing that Prince of Persia has its roots in that style, and that there's such a stellar team leading it, I just, like, I'm not really worried, you know? Yeah, that Black Betty part. What was the, so Yenza, because that borrowed game, that borrowed levels from the previous Rayman game that came out. Was it Rayman Origins? Rayman Legends was a brand new game with content from Rayman Origins plugged into it, right? Because that Origins came out 360 PS3 area. Peter, you would know. You're the star. I'm not sure, honestly. Gotcha. There's even that like soccer game in it that was a lot of fun. I would say there's a lot of good games to look forward to that I hope are executed well. Yeah, Mandalore, you've been feasting, my friend. A new open world Star Wars game does look really cool. Cheek, do you use complete eggs for your pasta or just the egg yolks? The gameplay looks cool too. Dude, I've gotten some comments on my YouTube video about that game though too. Like, people are angry. It's just like blows my mind. Only yolks? Interesting, Cheek. I've yet to do that. P. Tony here in the chat asked me if I've ever done it yet, and I haven't, but I've heard it from multiple people now.
Yet I return to only ash and despair. I go to them now, offering my body to the pools as our ancestors.
Alright, I'm done with this.
I hope to feel even a fraction of the suffering I caused before I am gone.
Nice, Yugen.
May your
Nice.
return here too, so that I may
Alright, we did it.
behold you again
We did it.
in the plains beyond.
Oh, I don't know why my dog's barking. My dogs are barking because of the ice machine. Wow, they're smart dogs, chat. Campaign quest level 37, level 37. What is Act 2 here? That is the interesting thing. This game literally gives you missions right away for Act 2 and 3. Which I love, and I also find funny, you know? Okay, we're gonna go back to... Actually, no, hold on. You know what? I think I need to go back to the main town here and work on some of my gear, my loadout. Here's a question I've seen circling around lately. When y'all cook eggs, do you just cook the egg and then eat it and maybe use some ketchup? Or are you one of those, do you feel like eggs need salt on it? My wife needs salt on her eggs. I never put salt on my eggs. D. Bradley Baker? D. Bradley Baker's awesome. He was in Whose Line Is It Anyway? The Drew Carey Show. Nope, thinking of a completely different person. Never mind, I take it back. I am completely wrong. They aren't bland without salt. They taste like eggs. Ketchup with eggs? Sarge! Sarge, ketchup with eggs is the best way to eat eggs. I'm thinking of someone named D. Baker, maybe. I put ketchup on them because I like ketchup with my eggs. It's like, why do I put ketchup on a burger? Did you put ketchup on your burger last night? Y'all know those patties weren't bland, my babe. Dude, I totally just ate my feet. Ooch. Cocktail sausages and bacon. How dare you? Cheek, I'm telling you. Heinz ketchup. Oh, tomatoes on the side? You're halfway there. You're halfway there, Sarge. Heinz tomato ketchup. Born and raised in my home city. No ketchup. I'm telling you, Heinz ketchup's probably like you got to get that imported. You guys probably don't have that just anywhere. Has nothing with finish. Oh, Cheek. Now we're gonna fight. We're fighting, Cheek. We're fighting. There's plenty of Heinz. Well, you're welcome. That is the cultural touchstone of my people, Pittsburghers. I kid. In the Philippines, they make ketchup out of bananas, which is really good. And also, I am confused by it, but I liked it. Plantita, the big announcement is that after 7 years of marriage, the Liberto household will no longer be constrained to 2 people. My wife is pregnant, and we have a child on the way, due January 27th of 2024. Pre-orders are now open. Thank you. We're very excited. Yeah, yeah, it's beyond. I'll post more in the Discord about the journey and all that, but it's a joyous occasion. What am I doing wrong here? Thank you, Cheek. Yeah, I told my wife, like, you know, the last 7 years of marriage, I've been doing a great job. Now, yeah, we had our first ultrasound this morning. Got to see the heartbeat, a little peanut, and now we're kind of enjoying it, you know. Obviously, what are these murmuring orbs for? Obols. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, we are open to having as many kids as possible. So as many as God will give us, we will have. If that's 1 or 50, I'll find a way to make it work. Actually, 50 is probably not possible, given how much time is left. But yeah, we want a very loud Italian household. This house is gonna be even more loud. If I'm loud, this kid's gonna come out going, what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Need something forged?
All right, armor. Okay, Mark, think for yourself for once. Oh, these are pants. See, I can't even read. I can't even read. You second that book? I'll have to check it out. I don't know if my wife's heard of it. The first thing our child will do is learn how to speak. Sarge, have you beaten Horizon Zero Dawn yet? And then also all the other important stuff too. You know how it goes. 40 damage, 553. Like we gotta make this work. That I'm in. Ah, thank you, Plantita. I appreciate that. Yeah, all of you have been wildly generous. Thank you. Oh wow, Cheek. Yeah, my oldest sister is 10 years older than me. Well, my only sister is 10 years older than me. My brother's about 6 years older than me. All right, next we go to the jeweler. And we have them do things with the jewels. Actually, hold on. We're golden, by the way. We're golden. I gotta go to my my knapsack. Is that what you call it? What do you call it? No, my armory. Anyone playing the game, have y'all messed around with the transmogrifications yet? Have they been of value to you? Oh, your oldest is 12 years older than you. Oh, okay, Cheeks. Similar situation then. Gotcha. Yeah, I grew up as well. Like when I was 17 years old, my sister had her first child. Y'all know him as Bellino in the community. And they've had 4 kids and I've babysat all of them and I've loved it. It's always been a joy. So I feel like as much experience as I could have without being a father of my own, I feel like I got a lot. I've like often been the first one out of the family to babysit too. So yeah, just very excited right now, chat. I'm making a mistake somewhere, but we'll figure that out as we go. As we go. The best thing about having older siblings is when they make you watch things that terrify you. That's what I've come to appreciate. But also the fact that you got like you have a arm branch into a previous decade. So like I love a bunch of 80s and super early 90s music that I couldn't even comprehend yet. That it's you know, I appreciate it. Ooh, okay, now we're good. Now we'll go to the other place. Very cool, Cheek. The second best thing about older siblings is that sometimes they punch you out. My brother, I was being a little annoying punk one time, and he was like, "I'm gonna hit you." And I was like, "No, you won't," and then he did. And I deserved it. Are we surprised though? But the best thing about having an older sibling is that when you get into high school, everyone knows your name, hopefully for the good reasons. As long as you deserved it, it's fine. I agree. Why'd you get hit? I deserved it. Well, you know, you're fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. I got a lot of gems. Do we need to? No, can't add no sockets. What do I want to add to this? 1.5 damage reduction, damage time reduction, barrier generation. I feel like that barrier generation isn't super relevant to me since people are coming into the barriers in some close combat. I'm gonna do life. What about this guy? Empty socket. Weapons. Basic skill damage, overpower damage. I like being overpowered. You know what sounds really good right now, chat? Sushi. But the best place to get sushi is from a gas station near me. That's still a 40-minute trip. You have no idea how hard it is. You have no idea. It's actually a very fancy gas station. It's called a Giant Eagle Express. And they actually have like super authentic sushi chefs there that make it right in front of you. It's really legit, but it's also like a sad thing that I want sushi. I gotta go to a gas station. Oh, there's gas stations like that all over the place in the US. It's hard, like whenever my sister had more kids, Cheek, like I was getting older and busier, living further away, and then I got my ex-girlfriend who's now my wife, you know, so then it becomes harder to give the same time as you get older too. But I still think they appreciate it just as much. You can't worry too much about the things, you know. Oh, be really great. The worst thing about my wife being pregnant. Wait, let me paraphrase this. Being pregnant comes with apparent limit. Here, you know what? I'm gonna go off. So here's the thing that I don't buy. They say you can't eat sushi when you're pregnant. Y'all know people in Japan still eat sushi when they're pregnant. Okay, and not only that, I looked it up. It is recommended by doctors there as a great way to keep the child healthy. And if the sushi ain't gonna get you sick there and it ain't gonna get me sick here, why can't you eat sushi when you're pregnant? I get it, it's out of precaution, but like, I just laugh at that. Is that what it is? Is that, are we sure that's what it is?
I must wait.
I don't know. Like lunch meat and a lot of cheeses they say you shouldn't have when you're pregnant. You think the French stop eating cheese? Oh, boys are always crazy. We do things and say things you didn't think were possible. Did he really just do that? Is that normal? Yeah, for boys. Sarge, I mean, Plantita, I'm gonna like, I feel like they're, but they definitely fight. All sushi is raw. If it's shrimp tempura, I don't call it sushi. I mean, shrimp tempura is good, don't get me wrong. Like, I want that salmon roll, you know what I mean? Can't go through that door. How on earth did we get here? We should probably activate that waypoint. Hey, my mother smoked all the time when she was pregnant with me, and I turned out fine. Kidding. I have no idea if she did or not. Oh, nice, Cheek. What was the board game? Funny story, chat. When I was a little infant, I got my hand. We were in New Jersey. And I got my hands on my parents' cigarettes, and we were going from where we were in Wildwood down the Cape May, and there's like a little tool bridge you cross over because it's a ferry bridge where boats come underneath, right? And the lady like points to my mom. She's like, excuse me, ma'am, your cigarettes. She's like, oh no, I'm good. Do you need one? She's like, no, your son. And you look back, and I had the entire pack of cigarettes, and I was eating them. I was like 1 year old. I must have reached forward and grabbed them. Ever since then, I've had superpowers. Where do you keep your cigarettes? Hey, Charlie, why don't you shit down in the back? Ugh. I tell you what, these kids and their Pokemans and their Ogios. Let me tell you what. All I want is a nice Chardonnay and a little bit of Marlboro Reds. I'll be good for 2 days. Where do you keep your cigarettes? That's the fake bus driver we always pretended we had in school. It always works too. Let me tell you, it works. Yes, but if ones have some, it's a point. Interesting, Cheek. You know what the name of it is? Chat, what's y'all favorite board game? I'm talking classic board games. None of that fancy tabletop Dungeons and Dragons. I'm just straight up board games. I need to know. Ooh. Oh, what am I doing, Mark? Well, I forget, Sarge. Gosh, my wife's pregnant. My memory comes and goes, okay? Stratego? I'm I just filtered myself from making a joke, but that's a good game. You know, when I filter myself, it's probably a good thing. Oh, especially with me. What is that game? I feel like I've heard of it before, but I don't recall the name. I'm just moving some things over real quick so I can see my GPU utilization as I play. I want it there. I want it there. Sorry, chat. I have so much stuff up. Life is hard. Stop getting short with me. Tommy Worms, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? How's life? How the kids? How's the wife? Am I vibrating? Why am I oh. That's why I'm vibrating. You don't even know the word for the board game? Spinning to win. You know what? I feel like given today's news, celebration is due. I'm gonna open up my finest bottle of gas station wine. Labyrinth? Oh, I know Labyrinth. Okay, Cynic, I feel like I've heard of that game before.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, that's right. Have you guys always gone to Delaware? I thought you guys used to go to Ocean City a lot. Never? Are you at Rehoboth? 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 I don't know the name. That was so good. It was the best ever. I know what that's like. It's a struggle to be that good at games. Vacation based off breweries. That's the best vacation possible? Are you bringing back some tasty samples for your favorite people, Tommy? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be able to plow through these things now. It's insane. Not if I'm slow like that. Alright, we got over here. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. It's just over. It's just over. Okay, we got you. We got you. This is insane. Okay, I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon. This lady, I don't know what she's eating. We almost got it. We almost got it. This is why I need someone to play with me, Peter. Yeah, well, you won this time, but I'm not gonna die. Tommy, what breweries are you checking out? Oh, so I had no idea that there's a beach named Dewey. And now all I can think of is the youngest sibling from Malcolm in the Middle. What a show. Malcolm in the Middle is a... What a show. Such a good rewatch.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay. Okay, lady. Okay.
I'm not ready yet.
Ooh. We got this, we got this, we got this. That bleed on that edge is helping, but man, this is still a fight. One more, one more. Not Louie or Huey? Dewey! Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Isn't that DuckTales? No. That's Scrooge McDucks or Donald Duck's grandkids, or I don't know. I forget. Dude, I saw the PC PC Gamer, that magazine publication. Also, Tommy, I love the fact that your icon is Ernest P. Worrell. An underrated movie icon. PC Gamer Showcase. I did not watch it. Had a lot of games. They showed a new trailer for that Lord of the Fallen game, which looks really cool. People are excited for it. They also have a new game coming out called Ebenezer. And there's some subtitle, but it's like a straight up side-scrolling action game where you play as Ebenezer Scrooge. And you straight up murder people. It looks like a Metroid Castlevania type game. And you go around with the Ghosts of Christmas Past. There's like a bunch of different spirits and they give you different powers. I'm like, you know what? The art style and the plot, I'll play this at Christmas time. A little Christmas Carol action, you know what I mean? Brother-in-law planned it. Dewey Beer is the main one. Insane Sours and IPAs. Dogfish is pretty close. Oh, Dogfish, man. Dogfish, I was talking about this the other day. Tommy, the first time I ever heard about an IPA was Dogfish 60-minute IPAs. We would have them up in the woods at the top of Lincoln Avenue. Me and Dan Murray would always get them. Now there's such a smorgasbord of IPAs to drink from. What a treat. I need to put all these gems back away. We gotta get out of here, chat. I'm carrying way too many gems. Do 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 do. Hey honey, are you listening? What am I doing? What am I doing? She is listening. You don't have to message me back. You could just yell from upstairs. That's how I would do it. Gems, go over here. You're talking about Jason, by the way, Tommy? There you go. Gotcha. Gotcha. I haven't seen him since... Is that Mike's party in the woods? I think it was... That was yours. Was it yours? I think it was yours. Yeah, pretty sure it was yours. Where's the Mike's? It wasn't Nick's. I forget. Chat, out of all the games shown at the showcases... Yeah, yours. That's what I thought. Oh, that was a good time. Out of all the games shown at the showcases... this year... what are you most excited for? And what are you most disappointed by? I want you to mull this question over. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get myself a beverage. Hang tight. Donkey Kong is here for you. I think I have an ear infection. God. Huh? What? I can't hear you. I just shut the door. What's that? Will Pog, are you talking about Mirage? You know what? How you doing, buddy? Oh. Wife shuts the door because I'm being too loud. Yes! I have destroyed you! There's so much spit. Oh my gosh, I didn't see you there. How you doing, Blake? That timing. Yeah, that was perfect timing. We're gonna have to clip that, chat. It's not too dark at all. I literally threw a core off a cliff. Hope it's okay. Don't care if it's never coming back. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage. I don't know. I was happy with the change in philosophy. That's great, Blake. That's beautiful. Love you, buddy. Hope you're well. With Origins and Odyssey. And I get how fans were hungry for a classic Assassin's Creed game, but it's really hard for me to get interested in another Assassin's Creed game. So, like, I didn't really pay attention to anything at the Ubisoft Direct today regarding that. I know they put a lot of videos out and all that. The two things from Ubisoft I'm excited about are Prince of Persia and Star Wars Outlaws. Did you watch that Fable trailer? You see, I don't know. I didn't look at the graphics or anything like that. I mean, if you want that, Blake, play Ghost of Tsushima, because that's where the Assassin's Creed games have basically gone, which... But Fable, again, that was in-game engine footage. So, is that the finished product? No. Could the finished product potentially look better? Yeah. I need to go back to it, Blake, for sure. That game was gorgeous, by the way. Gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, even indie studios have made gorgeous looking games. There's a lot of design choices that can come into things. Like, again, I was just reading on Reddit. God of War Ragnarok developer. We all know that game. It's Peter's favorite game. There's this YouTuber named Dreamcast Guy. I've seen him in podcasts. I've never watched his stuff really, and frankly, I have no ill will towards him nor a lot of creators because I don't care. Like, you gotta help people. You don't gotta get a lust to like hate on people. But he made a tweet about Dreamcast Guy made a tweet said, "LOL, people mad that I said Starfield should be 60 frames per second on a $500 console. Keep defending unfinished games, bro." And Dreamcast Guy is a YouTuber. Maybe he makes games. I don't know. I don't know a lot about him, but that's a sentiment I've seen a lot, and I see that sentiment from a lot of people. But they don't necessarily know what goes into having to make a game, especially in the world of the pandemic and beyond. Like, remote working presents its own challenges that can be overcome, but that doesn't mean you've overcome them already. Some people have. Jedi Survivor miraculously happened in 3 years. That blows my mind for a AAA game. But Danny Carlone, nice Italian name. Hey, Carlone, I'm gonna owe you a favor someday, aren't I? He's a developer on God of War. and his response to the Dreamcast guy, which I think is notable, right? Because God of War made some choices for around performance or 60 frames per second. And it's a gorgeous game. Says Game Dev here, big fan, by the way, of Dreamcast guy. So again, I've seen some podcasts. Dreamcast guy does a lot with Spawnwave. I love those podcasts. I love the Spawncast. I think the crew's great. I love a lot of those personalities. I'm entertained by them. Because Game Dev here, big fan, by the way. One to clarify, it's not a sign of an unfinished game. It's a choice. 60 frames per second on this scale would be a large hit to the visual fidelity. My guess is they want to go for a seamless look and less poppin'. And of course, you're right to dislike this choice. People sometimes, and I'm not talking about Dreamcast guy, I'm talking about just people in general on the internet. They get upset about things that a lot of time they don't understand. And I'll bring this up. I brought it up last week. Internet's been a blessing because it gives us the chance to hang out like this and me be dumb and stupid and you guys laugh at me and I can drink a beer and play games together. I'm eternally grateful. But the downside of that is communications become infinitely more cheaper. And with communication becoming cheaper, any idiot in America or the world can say whatever they want. And social media gives you an anonymity that's equivalent to beer muscles. And, you know, so like, you gotta remember about the creative engine for those Bethesda games. They track everything. Like in Tears of the Kingdom, it's a 30 frames per second system, right? And you could build all kinds of crazy things. The physics engine's insane. But those items will disappear off the map. They're not permanently there. Bethesda games, they're tracking those items permanently all the time. And I know that sounds like, oh, so what? It's just a sandwich. But that's CPU intensive. And like, how do you maintain that type of game design, game mechanics, and performance alongside saying, I want my game to have this type of presentation? I don't know, but I'm just saying there's more to it saying, well, this is a brand new console, it should do it. I guarantee PC CPUs are going to have trouble with running that game at like high frame rates just because of how intense it is. Tony's become a feat and gambling streamer, confirm. Again, not talking about Assassin's Creed, but that's what the recent Prince of Persia game was criticized for. Like, people say it looks like a Switch game, and I'm like, I don't think it does. And then they're upset that it's not a 3D game, and I'm like, it's a 2D Metroidvania game. That's what the game started off as, and it's made by the Rayman Legends team. Let's wait and see. And so I think that's always reasonable. Even with games that I'm excited for. Like, I'm excited for Starfield now. But that game could still be, that game could still be horrible. We don't know. So if there's gonna be anything that I do to add my voice to the general hodgepodge of conversations, I at least want it to be charitable. Because I know how hard it is to make a game, considering I'm part of an indie studio, and we've made games that aren't crazy complicated, but they're just hard to get work. And also, I fundamentally believe it is better and wiser to assume people have good intentions. They might be wrong. They might not have the intellect to make the best decision, but they're trying to make the right decision. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's their own engine. I don't know enough about it, Blake. Again, with the experience I do have, I still am like, I could learn so much from someone at Bethesda that I would be grateful in a second just to have the opportunity. You know what I mean? I'm serious. I would take studying under Todd Howard in a second. At first I say, why do you still look so young? Is it really just all the Skyrim copies? Does every new edition of Skyrim take away like 3 years of your age? I don't see anything wrong with that. Keep releasing it. That'd be great. Yeah, Will, I didn't see anything wrong with Prince of Persia. I agree. I think it looks great. I've never had a YouTube video get downvoted even more intensely in my life than that one. Like, you would think I was kicking puppies in that video. How dare he makes me have fun with this game. Yeah, I've only bought it once on the Switch. Maybe I'll buy it on PC. I will listen to everything. All right, all I eat every day is I drink my own urine, and I eat grass clippings specifically. I'm kidding.
My family, they live in Gorbach, over in the Strand.
But I'm gonna say Capcom Showcase is happening right now.
Not enough food.
I'm gonna pay attention to it on my phone.
I came here thinking to earn some coin, maybe send some food back to them. But I can't afford to leave work long.
But I'm not expecting anything crazy announced.
I don't make enough to move them here. Oh. Would you have it in you to take this to my son, Tag? I know he and the others need it more than I.
Worry not. I will take care of it.
It looks like they're doing some Mega Man stuff right now. Nice, Blake. I mean, if you like the game, that's great. That's great. If you don't like the game, but you're still doing it, you need help. It's kind of like our friendship together, Peter.
Named Darso snuck in with the knights posing as muscle. Took something of mine. A bairn was born here.
Let's see what else was announced, chat. That's pretty cool.
Blaze a glow and fire.
But that South of Midnight game, I'm very curious about.
Stole the runic
I think that's the thing that I liked about the Xbox showcase so much, was that they were new, interesting looking IPs. Granted, a lot of them were video only, so I like that they could be puzzle fighters for all I know. And yeah, the weird thing is your therapist is my wife. You know? And she goes, "I do understand." I thought the Summer Game Showcase was good. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth looks really cool. Has anyone played the demo yet for Final Fantasy 16? The fact that the Platinum Games team, the Devil May Cry team, and some people from Devil May Cry and the Kingdom Hearts team are all working on that, as well as the team from Final Fantasy 14. I went from excited to more excited. Your therapist keeps calling the police every time I show up. Well, it doesn't help that you show up with a horse mask on and a knife. She uses that on me too, Peter.
I have too many points to spend, so I wanted an AI, a babidi boo, insert Italian sayings here.
I love it, Blake. Blake, how have you been though? How's your weekend? How's life? How's everyone doing? The Kingdom Hearts team and the Platinum Games team. Platinum Games, maker of Bayonetta, maker of Nier Automata, all that stuff. They make great character action games. They're all working on Final Fantasy 16. Mending. Well, I hope you mend. Spin in the wind. Spin in the wind, baby. So that's a good point. That's a really good point, Sarge. Every studio has their A team and their B team. Just because it's their B team doesn't mean that it's gonna be trash. But that's why you see people make games and they're like, well, that was nowhere as good as this one. You know what I mean? So yeah, Platinum Games, their B team has released some horrible games, but their A team, it's fantastic. Like, I don't know how anyone can't play Bayonetta and be like, this is some of the best character action out there. Besides Babylon's Fall, another horrible game that Platinum has released was that TMNT Mutants in Manhattan, that Mutants game that released in like 2016, 2017. Awful. It's so disappointing. Like, to me, it was really bad. Yeah, ABCD for Activision. It's true though. Like, the bigger the studios are, the more there are people that are experts, and the more that are people that are learning. And it's like, how do you get projects together that can let the experts shine, but also let the new people get their legs under them and get experience?
Versus / Joyful's Arcade.
Will, you crazy? Previous COD releases. Yeah, COD's an interesting game right now. Ubisoft is out there pushing X Defiant because they think it's an actual competitor. I don't know. Who knows, though? I tell you what I want is I hope this new Division game they're working on is good, because Division 1 and 2 are great games. Division 2 is still going strong. Let's get new game modes.
Not ready yet.
Oh, we got an event! We got an event with the Fran chat!
Not ready yet. Not ready yet.
Oh, Shiny, if you're still here, how'd you like Lies of P? I saw you playing the demo the other day. Has anyone else play that demo? For Lies of P? This is getting pretty heated. I think I create a twister. We done? One guy left.
Not ready yet.
Boom. Finished it, finish it, finish it. Oh, we got the mastery as well. Sweet. Sweet. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at us. Look at us. I don't know you, but we're friends now. Remote download for Deceit. By the way, does your name stand for Joyful Sarcasm? Gatorade? What? Yes. I do love Gatorade. You don't even respect it. I knew that. You know, I figured it out whenever I would watch Peter in his sleep when he was over our house. He didn't know I was in the corner of the room, but I would just sit there every night between the hours of 3 and 3:30. That's the half hour. So 100% I've known for a long time. Yeah, I'm curious how the combat holds up.
Not ready yet.
Really curious how the combat holds up. About to spin, baby, spin. Oh, now we're frozen. Sweet. He does, he does, he does. He's in the clan on Diablo. Him and I, we're a clan of barbarians. We're the bearded barbarian clan. Peter can't join, not only because he doesn't have the game, but because his beard's fake. His beard is a lie. Hey, Sarge, do y'all have this ice cream treat called a Twister where you're at? The little ice cream bar. Travesty. It's the greatest disappointment I've had in the last 20 minutes. Oh wait, hold on a second. Peter, it's been 20 minutes. It's been an hour. That means you're married now, right? Completely forgot. Completely got distracted.
I'm not ready yet.
Chat, Peter's married now. Yenza, congratulations. Common law marriage. Yes, Shiny, how's Liza P? Yeah, I know. I saw you playing it. I was curious about what you thought about the combat. Hard as heck. You said that, I think by your stream title, was the first Soulsborne you've ever played.
I'm not ready yet.
Right. What are we doing for this side quest going up here? What'd you think of them? There's just so many good games coming out. What's coming out in January? Isn't there a big game coming out in January? You'll get it, Shiny. I mean, you don't have to play it. They're not for everyone. But well, the first few times I tried one, I was just like, nope. Next thing you know, I'm playing all those games. January of 2024. I'm gonna be on paternity leave at that point, so I'd like to know if there's a great game I can sink my teeth in.
I'm having a normal conversation. I'm Italian.
Ghost, welcome back. There you go. You got to hear it. Hope you're doing well, my friend. You played the deluxe edition of I love it. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad. No, you don't apologize. It's there for you. It's there for all of you. You played the deluxe edition of Liza P or Final Fantasy? I didn't realize that it was anything more than a demo. Yeah, Blake, we announced at the beginning of the stream, my wife and I are pregnant. We are due in January. You can use them. If it ever gets too crazy, not with you, but anyone in general, I may have to set a time. Oh yeah, those are fine. It's there for the chat to troll me. Chilling. Sarge, enjoy that lurk. Hey, I'm glad you're eating though. Even though it's like midnight your time, but whatever. Better late than never. But yeah, we found out on Brianna's 30th birthday. Hey.
LA's gonna have to come off.
Ghost, thanks for the 5 bits. You did not have to do that, but I greatly appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, well, you know, I'm trying to help out. You could call it some midnight energy. I love it. I love it. Oh, I need to get some evening energy here.
From that? Truly? Oh,
Oh, man. I have this joint right here in my thumb that's killing me.
days. The little ones can barely keep their eyes open.
Yeah, you know, the one thing I learned about that game is if you just accept the fact, or games like that, if you just accept the fact that you're going to die, it makes such a world of difference. And just like any activity you try to continuously improve at, from learning an instrument to anything, like you will get better, you know? So you just gotta, if you want to play it, if you are intrigued, accept that aspect of it. Maybe it's not a game you stream, but it's just a game you play on your own. And like, 'cause those games can make me angry, trust me. Like if you watch me try to beat Slave Knight Gal, which is where that's one of those things from it, I was frustrated. Blake, no, I appreciate it. No, we've been trying for 5 years, and we honestly didn't think it was possible, and it's a straight up miracle. I kid you not. I'll tell you more too about it sometime, but it's a straight up miracle. Baby's already sponsored by Legos and Disney. Johnny, that's how it was when I first tried those games. Actually, Disney's paying us, which I'll take. I'm gonna take all that money and I'm gonna use it to turn Game of Favorites into a for-profit public company in which I'll then make it bigger than it's ever been before and then sell out Peter, and it's gonna become a great movie, and we're gonna make a movie out of it and an action figure set. We don't do no Mega Blocks around here. Legos, Lincoln Logs, or bust.
Not ready yet.
Dreamlight Valley stream. You know, I wonder if that's a game my wife would enjoy, to be honest with you. I don't know, though. Lego Gang, actually, Garlic. The baby sponsored by Garlic. Do you like babies? Do you like garlic? Watch my streams. Oh, Peter coming in hot. You know, she's not a big gamer, but I always try to find her ways to get involved. She would need glasses first. Well, listen. According to her, she's perfectly fine. She played Harry Potter for a bit, and when she would watch, she would like had to get super close because she couldn't read the text on the screen. I'm like, I think that means you need glasses. She's like, no, it's just too small. And I'm like, I can read it. And I use glasses. So it's okay. You just might need them. This is a big no-no. We're gonna go over here. First, we take the portal. The Child is sponsored by Admiral Nelson and Yingling Light. Beer and rum. Babies are made. You can't read squat in those games. Yeah, sometimes it does make a difference to like that first time when you just tragically accept the fact that I'm like, Will, why are you yelling at me through text? I don't understand Will Pog. He calls himself a friend, but then he just yells profanities at you through text. I have the proof, you can't deny it. Sponsored by Devil's Backbone. Ooh. Oh, Plantita, our child is going to feast. Our child will be making homemade pizza at a young age. That's my goal.
Not ready yet.
To get my child to cook for me. I could never have that happen. I would love cooking with him too much.
I must wait.
Chat, don't forget we do have a giveaway for Final Fantasy 16. Giving away 2 copies. If you're watching through Kick or YouTube, we'll have to enter over here at Twitch. Or Twitter. They'd probably put a link up on my TikTok, but I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I've never heard of it. I thought he was just calling alcohol that. I'm sure it is really good. And I'm playing a game called Diablo right now. We had whenever we had GothCon here last summer, we had Father Mark bless our home. So I'm not worried. I think we'll be good. The devil's lettuce. Again, love that euphemism. I love that name for it. Oh, Vienna Lager. Is that like a German beer? I have no idea what that is.
Not ready yet.
Level 38! Level up. Level up. Who's this guy? Garcelle? Garcelle. First we slam, then we ma'am. Oh, we are barely doing any damage to this guy, chat. I mean, we are not hurting this guy at all. He's halfway through now, which is good. Good he doesn't have a way to take my health.
I'm not ready yet.
Nope, nope, not good, not good, not good.
I must wait.
Oh, we got so lucky there. No lie. No lie. So lucky. We almost died there. Slamming the Q for the pots there. Devil's Backbone is a beer made from my state. We just doxed Blake. Can you give us your social? I drink it all the time when I buy alcohol. Devil's Backbone, Vienna Lager. Give them a search. Blake, do you have a Hofbrauhaus near you by any chance? All right, we need to take a lot of serious time right now, chat. We need to focus on what we're going to do. So we've maxed out. Ooh. This is core, though. Basic skills generate 5% more fury when using a two-handed weapon. Interesting. You're dry. How's it going, my friend? Yeah, get that giveaway action, man. We're giving away 2 copies of Final Fantasy 16. Platinum Games is now working on it, I just heard last night, and Kingdom Hearts. I'm beyond ecstatic, okay? Final Fantasy fans are going to feast over the next 12 months. Hopefully, Rebirth comes out at that point. Blake, if you ever come to Pittsburgh, I'll take you to one. I hear you, Shiny. What's your favorite beverage of that persuasion? What do we got here? Outburst, we get thorns, 5% additional health. We could always use more health. Really? You're not a fan of beer, but the IPA wasn't too bad? That surprises me. IPAs tend to be the strongest. Excuse me. What am I doing? Why am I? There's no hiccups in Diablo. Bailey's. Do you make a little Irish coffee action? Get a little hot coffee, a little bit of Bailey's cream? 'Cause that's pretty good. Last night during the podcast, I did not even a shot, like barely an ounce of this maple bourbon, just in my black coffee, and it was mwah. It was fantastic. Blake, there it is. There it is. There it is, Blake. Just drink it alone. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I've been on a big Saint Germain kick lately. It's pretty good. Why'd I go back into the portal? There's no need for that. It was a total rookie mistake. Saint Germain's similar to a Bailey's in a sense where it's not like a main spirit like a vodka, bourbon, or a tequila or liquor, but it's something you mix in with something like that. So I would mix it in with some Prosecco. Fantastic. I think you'd like Prosecco if you've never had it before, by the way. Is there anyone here who doesn't like Prosecco? And if its name is Wilpog, then more proof for the cause right now.
Ah, you've returned. Thank you.
Thank you.
I knew I could rely on you.
Chat, if there are any... Prosecco? Chat, if there are any mods here, can we get a shout out for Young Blake and Shiny and Will? They're good friends. They've been a part of this community for a long time. And yeah, they're also trying to, you know, get into that streaming game. Blake, I've never watched you, but I know you stream. I watched you through Peter. I don't know if Prute's here, though. Hofbra, not Hopper. Mods. Hmm. Come on. Shout out. I have to wait a minute 48 until I can do another one. I can't do it yet. Can't do it. Can't do it yet. Should I chug this beer out of celebration for my child? No, I should enjoy it quickly. Oh, gotta wait. There's a timer on that. There's a Yinglings. Yinglings my go-to. All right, let's continue the main quest here, chat.
And your talismans and dirt scrolling will give the dead greater pause.
Ooh. I feel like our build right now is pretty slick. There's very few drops I'm seeing where I'm like, yeah, that's better than what I got. Except what's this? 291, 295. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You picked a fine time to visit Brestag, Wanderer.
Hofbra House?
Singing. Hearts are pounding.
This is this whole Naruto thing. You know it's Naruto, Blake.
Donan sent me.
At least you're not another knight penitent.
I am.
It is us who will protect this village with our lives.
Let it be.
The Knight Penitent seem to be pretty BA.
There is an ominous fog uphill. Mad spirits emerge from it. They'll be here shortly.
Nosferatu. That's Dead by Daylight, right, Shiny? Blake, Dead by Daylight, that's just like that's like Pac-Man with horror monsters, right?
What it was. Well, this day keeps getting better, doesn't it? The demon went uphill to Erida's domain.
Again, Will continuing to harass me in text message.
I wouldn't go there.
I know what Nosferatu is. Also a good beer.
I can lead you to Erida.
Out of the question.
I'll be safe. Donan puts his trust in this traveler. So
Be like a
shall we.
hand massage.
Tell me when you're ready to move.
Naratu. Naratu. Alright, this guy's gonna help me. Alright, cool. We'll go to him. Forget my good morning messages. I mean, if your good morning messages are anything like the messages you're sending me right now, then I don't think I'm missing. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying. Johnny, thanks for that. Have a fantastic rest of your day, whatever you gotta go do. Yeah, Dead by Daylight, that's just like, it's basically Pac-Man, but you're the ghost, right? You know, and you're hunting down the pack. Saint Beer, how's it going, my friend? Hope you're doing well. How's your weekend? Plantita, listen, I know you can help me out in games like Fortnite and also other important things around child rearing. But when it comes to Dead by Daylight, I'm an expert. I know Dead by Daylight better than people who play Dead by Daylight, and I could say that confidently. See, Peter agrees. Peter agrees. There it is. Look, I wasn't wrong. And the funny thing is I was just trying to say something to like trigger some people, and I just chose Pac-Man. But after I realized I said it, I'm like, actually, that's not entirely the worst comparison. Plantita, thank you. Your support means the world. Saint Bear, how have you been? How's Tears of the Kingdom going for you? All right, I think I'm just taking a double quick peek. I'm gonna go trash some gear. Actually, is there a blacksmith here? Just be the blacksmith over there. Grr. Is anyone excited for the new content coming to Sea of Thieves? Like, I think I'm gonna have to jump back and play Sea of Thieves again. Work's been busy. Do I want to play Dead by Daylight? Do I want to play Dead by Daylight? I mean, I think I'd rather someone slowly peel off my fingernails. But if you want me to do it, I'll do it. St. Beer, I hear you on that, man. What type of work do you do, my friend? I'm sorry if you've already told me. My memory is comes and goes. Is its most basic form can see the resemblance he mentioned. See, I was just joking too, and I'm just that good. Real Pog. I'm really excited. I am too. In fact, so I am curious. Tim Schafer is now a Microsoft employee. He works for them with Double Fine Studios now being bought by Microsoft back in 2018, 2019, whenever it was. And he's one of the original producers for the Monkey Island games, along with all those other classic adventure point-and-click games like Day of the Tentacle and so forth. So I'm curious if he like had any creative input. But it's such a good game. Oh, time to go. Eugen, does Wilpog text you vulgar text messages too? Pac-Man needs to repair generators. That sounds pretty awesome, St. Beer. So when you say themed entertainment companies, are we talking about multimedia entertainment companies, or are we talking about entertainment companies that more or less have like established locations you go to, like a theme park or something like that? Wow. Well, I love you, buddy. You know I love you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, very awesome. Very awesome. Okay. It's a little bit of brand guidance, maybe some slight, if the team itself has a brand manager working with them, defining what the brand is, and then finding the right channels to communicate that message to target your ideal market. Very awesome. I love that work, Beer. I used to be a brand manager for GlaxoSmithKline. So I was a brand manager for the toothpaste Sensodyne Pronamel, and I worked with a lot of agencies that basically did a lot of our advertisement and PR work. And we had a lot of different other marketing channels we would leverage too, but that's awesome. Do you enjoy that type of work? What up, Eugen over at Kick? You're smart. You're smart. That's awesome. So you get really into the not only you get into the strategy and the technology as well being utilized. That's pretty awesome. So like with the theme parks, architecture of theme parks as well. That's awesome. So like how much knowledge do you have about all the theme parks in the US? I'm curious. That's awesome. I see what you're saying. That's really cool. That's really cool. Enjoy that dinner. All right, let's get back to the game. Wilpog's probably harassing me right now, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Very cool, Beer. That's awesome. My one cousin is an architectural engineer, and he's worked with some theme parks on some buildings and stuff like that. His specific company has a very specific product that they sell and manufacture. Spanning metal roofs, spanning architectural roofs. You know a park called Kennywood? I agree, Eugen over at Kick. That Wilpog over on Twitch does seem like someone that would crash a boat in Sea of Thieves, even if his friends were giving him good direction. Kennywood's in the city of Pittsburgh. It's home to some of the oldest wooden roller coasters in the world.
The roads are thick with fog, so the fastest route to the hills is east, through the Weeping Cairns.
The Weeping Carriage. You're the Weeping Karens. Uh-oh. All right, Mr. Wilpog.
You look like someone who's seen the world.
Lux's Baster, actually?
What's holding you back?
Is that the name of your company?
My father. You've
And awesome. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
I need to persuade him just to let me leave the bloody.
It's a really cool city. It's very small, but I think you get the best of the urban and the rural world around it. Ah, gotcha, beer. Gotcha. Very cool. Like, if you haven't gotten this perception of Will yet so far, he's gonna sneak into you and become a friend, and next thing you know, he is non-stop slandering you. And I love it. That's why we're friends. It's 100% why we're friends. That's awesome. Work's been busy for you, Bear. That's you know, there's always seasons like that, my friend. Tears of the Kingdom ain't going nowhere. Peter can vouch for me, by the way, Blake. He's known Will for almost as long as I have, and he will tell you that.
Not ready yet.
What happens when the pizza runs out? Uh-oh. I don't know. I'm worried. I don't think pizza's ever allowed to run out. You getting more? I love it. Father Mark, how are you? Father Mark, I told everyone the news. Well, everyone that's here. We also had our first ultrasound today, and we got to see the heartbeat, and it was beautiful. You make it. You make more. Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. All your prayers, everyone that knew about our struggle and all that, it made a huge difference. Thank you, buddy. You got to send hugs and prayers, and you also got to send yourself down here so we could get some maple bourbon going on again, too. That'd be ideal. I'll also make you... Father Mark, if you come here again, I will make you homemade Napoletone pizza with prosciutto, with lobster, every day you're here. Or with whatever else you want on it. Whatever else you want on it, all right? We'll do that for you. Anyone who comes here and visits would get that treat. There you go. There you go. Awesome, Bear. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. We're at Italy, you know? Also, Father Mark, I'm pretty sure Peter and Yenza agreed to getting married in this Twitch chat. Like, people were here. Kevin can acknowledge it. I think they've actually... I think they need you to make it official. Abruzzo. Oh, wow. That's, I should know this off the top of my head. On the way home, Blake, drive safe, buddy. I should know Abruzzo. Is that near Naples? Is that the region Naples is in? No, that's right east of Rome. Okay, I know Abruzzo because I think my nana's from Abruzzo. You gotta ask Peter. Ask Peter and Mappack. You could even ask my wife. I'm not lying. Peter basically said something. Because I announced we had the kid, and then someone said, Peter, that means you have a brother or sister. We don't know yet. And then I said, wait, does that mean Yenza's my daughter-in-law now? And then Peter said, not yet. Or you have to wait. But basically, it was implying that, like, it's not a maybe, you know. Yeah, it's a more rural area east of Rome, center of PA. I mean, center of Italy, east of Rome. I'm done. I give up. Pretty much. And we basically said if Peter doesn't instantly become Pope in the next 20 minutes, then my wife said this, then he has to get married, and so that obviously didn't happen. So it's happening now. It's happening now, chat. We're gonna have a marriage.
Like roots pushed up and broke the cairn apart. Thus this have something to do with the fog spreading in the hills?
Bears, is your wife's family, you said? Is she, her parents, like first generation or second generation? My family's mostly from southern Italy, so like Calabria, Naples, and Sicily. All right, where are we going here?
That's the entrance to the cairns ahead.
All right, we're gonna do it.
Why is the passage blocked?
Doing it, we're doing it.
It's sealed, but there's writing. They look like old druid runes. The Song of Wind.
Honestly, I think we're gonna have like one of those gender reveal parties at the end of August if anyone wants to come to it.
Hurry.
All right.
All right, cool. We're gonna get some action on.
It's a chant. The chant will open the way.
Are we family?
Hold them off.
I mean, I like to believe if you ever have any relationship with someone from the same ethnic group, you're basically related. Thank you, Plenty. You just said it shorter. You know my thoughts. This is the whole thing with you and Yugen, too. Yeah, I'll keep y'all posted. We're in the same wavelength, Montito. Identical wavelengths. Boom. It's a longing for the homemade. There it is. You know, it's been a bit since I made it. It's been like a month. It's been a bit. I think I told you I had some lobster roll pizza on Friday or Saturday night. It was pretty good, but I feel like I could have made it better. For one, it didn't have to be as flat. It went for more of a flatbread take. You need to have a nice crispy bubble crust. Like, to me, the pizza should have like a nice crunch to it, you know? Where like the crust itself is, you know, you don't want to just get rid of it. You want to eat that on its own.
Not ready yet.
All right. This guy sounds like he's sneezing over there. Might have an allergy to something.
It worked.
Got it. Ooh.
Something's rousing the spirits from their rest.
It's never good. Yeah, let's go inside then. Why not? Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like spirits are moving. Yeah, let's go in. I make pizza this weekend? I'm thinking to myself, what do I have going on? This could be a pizza weekend, chat. This could be a pizza weekend. It's been a long time. Very, very tempting. I do want to get some like fresh crab meat or something for it. Has anyone here played the new Fortnite season yet? Plantita, I know you have, right? Because you coached me on everything. I spent some more time in it today. I'm getting used to it. See, that shield comes great for long distance. Most people are going to take me long one. If I was like a necro or something like that, then it'd be different.
I must wait.
Why is number 2, not number 1?
I need more time.
Oh, chat, the funniest thing when we called the doctor to get the ultrasound appointment set up was they ask you all these questions, you know, like, basic panel questions, but this time more specific to pregnancy. So they start. There's a line of questions where they're asking about like anyone in your history have anyone in your family have a history of certain types of medical conditions, right? Just talking through that, and then she goes, "Okay, next, is anyone in your family Italian, Greek, or of Mediterranean descent?" I was like, yes, very much so. I was like, I'm very Mediterranean. She's like, oh, okay. Does anyone in your family have these diseases? I've never heard of them before. I was like, nope. I was like, okay. Now next, is anyone in your family Jewish? And I'm like, I feel called out here because now not only am I, but my wife is Jewish. And then that one I knew, Tay-Sachs is a genetic disorder that is known to go through Ashkenazi Jews. But none of us had that too. But it's just funny. I was just like, you're gonna name any other groups of people? Oh, just the Mediterranean and the Jews. I see how it is. I see how it is. It was pretty funny. Had to be there.
You've never been here.
Only through the stories he told.
Alright, gotta talk to him.
Murder would not have barred the path of the dead like this. The spirits should be free to roam within the earth.
Lilith.
Strange.
Basically Frasier the video game.
Seal. What was it my father said about this? Ward stones, that's it. If you bring me one from the nearby cairns, I think I can open the way.
Lilith. Aw. Aw. Crucial object. What do I gotta go get? What is this nonsense? That was clutch. That was clutch. Alright, cool. Yeah. Changing my core move from the Hammer of Ancients to the spin. World of difference. I am curious how a build like this, like I wonder when or if they're gonna add any new classes. Because I feel like this game more than others in the past heavily incentivizes you with systems to play as more classes. I'm curious if they're gonna add the Crusaders back in. Also, if I didn't mention this, my low-key, I think potential, one of the best games that is coming out of the showcases recently, chat, is Space Marine 2. That game looks fantastic.
I'm out of potions.
Wait, Father Mark, you don't play Warhammer, do you? I don't feel like I've ever talked to you about that. Okay. Yeah, it's a Warhammer game called Space Marine 2, and it's as much as it sounds. Warhammer has some really interesting lore. I just like being excited about things. I feel like you've described yourself one time to me as a puppy, and I heavily relate to that.
I'm not ready yet.
We are totally gonna die. Nope, never mind. We're totally gonna live. I feel like a lot of people are like that. They're like, Mark Wahlberg? I feel like he gives off those vibes. What are you gonna do? Oh, that's great, kid. Yeah, say hi to your mother for me. Like, he's just like, let's go. Oh, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? Will, what's for dinner? Also, Father Mark, have you ever seen the movie The Mission? 1986 film with Robert De Niro and Jeremy Irons. I can't speak. Has anyone seen that film? I just heard about it. Googling it now. Check it out. You might be intrigued by it. Are you kidding me? Did I not get the thing? No, 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 no. Oh, that was almost a bad situation. Dude, these things are stunning me, and it's quite annoying.
I need more time.
We're doing good. I think we're doing good, chat. We're surviving. First I was afraid, I was petrified. Oh.
I have no potions.
I have no potions. I realize that. Alright, we're gonna survive this one. We just gotta get out of the way. We really need to find some potions, though. This is the first time I've struggled a bit since I've got my new build. Let's do a little backtrack here and see if there's anything we could break to pick up some pick up some potions. Stone coin. Okay, we got some gold. We got some gold. I like it. I like it. Creamy white sauce with chicken, mushroom, garlic, minced almonds, all over pasta. Of course, there's butter, olive oil, salt, pepper, and a cilantro mixed in there. Will, you sound like an amazing chef. That sounds fantastic. That sounds amazing. I wish I had a bowl of it in front of me right now. Marvelous. Exactly, right? Exactly. Right, now I gotta continue doing this. Got that one in, then we'll get the wheel one in. I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds fantastic. I'm so hungry right now. And I think I'm just gonna do some lemon and fish. Keep it real simple. Break that, can't break that. Okay. Prude, how far did you get in the game so far? I feel like you played yesterday, right? Now we're just doing circles. Level 7, nice. You enjoying it so far?
That did it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Maybe this will ease the dead.
The game's gonna really start to open up for you at that point. You start to see a lot of different vendors you get to work for and a lot of different systems you're gonna be able to interact with and all that. It's real cool. Be great right now if I could just get some health. Can I smash one of these ancient looking valuable statues just for some health? I'm happy to hear that, man. Yeah, so imagine a game like this with the public events and all that, playing with friends. It's gonna hit some of those Destiny things you're looking for. Will, all you have to do is believe and send the cheese. Exactly. Exactly, Prude. And it's a game that you could play on a high level, surface level, and enjoy. And just say, this is fun, I'm having fun. But it's a game that also has a lot of depth, too. Like, the higher tier you play, the more root. I mean, you know the game. You know the game. It's the loot-based aspects. And then the dungeons, the cellars, the public world events, bosses, all that stuff. It gets a lot of fun. And that's awesome. Will, I thought all Brazilians were inherently born with the ability to cook. Is that not true? Are you telling me that I've been lied to? I'm upset. I'm actually sad.
Demonic markings.
Lilith's been here.
Something's written on the altar.
Brazilians can all dance. Okay.
By stone and root, by tears and pain, we bear this flame that must remain. Dead eyes stained with ash and ember, cursed are we who must remember. Ah, an elegy written by Eretha. This is a memorial to all who died fighting Astaroth.
Most of the cooking's on the dance floor. I like it. That's even more complex. All right, what's happening?
Wait! We are not your enemy!
I mean, we might be. I don't know yet, buddy. Of course, we're fighting Ents again. This game is so anti-Ent. Always paints the Ents as evil. Yeah, just had enough. Oh, we're dead. Yeah, we're not making it. Oh well. Not bad. Not bad. Could always do better though. Good kid. My mom is a fantastic cook and does exactly what I do, mixing things she sees in the pantry, so I might have taken after her, not really as good that will. That's how you're supposed to cook. I mean, don't get me wrong, recipes are extremely important, especially when you're learning new dishes. But when I cook things that I've cooked numerous times, I don't look at the recipe anymore. I just, 1 second. Sorry. Who the heck is this? One second, chat. 1 second. I did not do any exercise today. I didn't. We had our doctor's appointment, and then it's just been raining all day. It's been a disappointment. Wow, Plantita, Prute's attacking us. No, I appreciate the motivation. For sure. One second. Love when you're out for work and people still text you like it's the biggest emergency in the world. It's like things can wait. Things can just straight up wait. Just because you're stressed doesn't mean I'm gonna be stressed. Yeah, you gotta take a picture. Exactly.
I'm not ready yet.
Like, just because you get a response quicker doesn't mean anything, the task wasn't done or handled any more efficiently. I work to live, not live to work. I'm getting rocked right now. Oh, get over there! Get over there, Mark! Got it, sweet. We got it. Sweet. Oh, look at that axe.
She must be bending these heroes to her will. Erida would never stand for it. Unless...
3-month-old twins is like a marathon.
What's happened to her?
We don't know that yet. Come on.
This is a gem right here. Yeah, exactly. It's not just physical exhaustion, but it's mental exhaustion as well, Plantita. You gotta make sure the kids are okay. Nothing bad happened. Look at these legendary pants. But I still have to say no to them because these can still be upgraded. And this has no sockets for my gems. That's gonna be... It's gonna be interesting. Well, that's the key. That's the key. You got that down, you're a cook. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. I know what I'm doing. It's like I was just indoors today, but I still walked this much. Be right back. Prude's attacking. Alright, we'll get some health. You know what? I'm a fool. I could have literally teleported back and filled up my health right here. Why did I not think of that? Why didn't I think of that, chat? What's wrong with me? So I think like the one thing you always got to pay attention to, and this is just like Diablo. Where you got your various your build's gonna be geared towards certain types of like things you want to do, bleed, all that stuff, and so like you can always upgrade your gear, which is critical to think of. I think you want gear with sockets, because the gems too, as you get more into the gem system, you can create better gems, and then you can put the gems in the sockets, and then you'll get more buffers. Like each gem does something different, but depending on what type of item it's attached to. So if you attach this one to a weapon, it increases your damage over time by 5%. You attach it to a piece of armor, damage taken over time reduced by 5%. And if you attach it to a piece of jewelry, it gives you an attribute buff against shadow resistance. And so all of them follow something similar too, you know? And then gold is legendary. That's like the dark gold here. That's your most valuable, they say. Yellow being rare, and then blue, and then non-colored, really. I think you're going to get more and more legendary items when you're up my level. But again, I think it's also just kind of paying attention to what your build is. You're barbarian, and your build's going to be similar to mine, too. So I tend to go for maximum health and more damage. You know what I mean? Exactly, Brute. Exactly. Beware of the tyranny of the telephone. From time to time, an urgent call brings you a request for which you have no budgeted hours. The pleading voice assures you of the importance of this impeding task and how well qualified you take it on. It may be difficult to decline, especially it seems at 6 the activity can be squeezed in. But no matter how clear the calendar looks, tell the person that you want to think it over. Find that you cannot make room in your schedule for the task, you can decline their request without guilt. After the event, you may ask, how did it go? Invariably, you hear, fine. We got someone who has done a great job. For many years, I have never heard the answer. We are so sorry that because you couldn't come, we had to cancel our plans. Exactly, and the corporate world is kind of like that. I agree. The irony is that we are not indispensable. We are dispensable. And I'm not saying that as like a good thing. I'm saying in the eyes of I've like my introduction to the corporate world immediately was meant by mergers and layoffs and all that stuff. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So you have to prioritize things. And like the older I've gotten, I've done that more and more to the point where like I make sure to take advantage of my time off and all that stuff. And also, like, I'm in consulting, so consulting, it's very much always on the client's whim or need. But there are things I no longer do. Like, I'm not going to respond to a text at 6:58 at night. Just not. Sounds like you could have thought about this differently. And also, I'm out today, and you have no idea why I'm out today. I'm out today for very important reasons, which don't really matter to you, which is fine. That's not what our contract's based on. But what matters is, do I get done what you want me to get done at the time I'm supposed to get it done? If that's the case, we're good. And is it high quality? We're good. So, with that being said, as I've gotten older and in my job, I work with tons of different companies, global companies, all of them based in North America. But I just see how different cultures work too. And I do think that, there's something toxic to it. Becomes an idol. for sure. Mike, how's it going, buddy? I was lurking, haven't gone to the gym in almost 3 weeks. That's what happened to me. I got sick a few weeks ago, and all kinds of other things kept happening, and now it's been like 3 weeks since I've gone and lifted or done any cardio, and it's horrible. I feel the shame. But I'm gonna go eat some cheese after this, and I'm gonna have no qualms about it.
Need something forged?
Like I kid you not, like there's a large part of me that wants to move to Italy simply because I know how war culture is in the Mediterranean, and people make fun of it, and they're like, well, their GDP hasn't grown in decades, and I'm like, they have the highest quality of living. They can walk anywhere they need to go. Like you complain about healthcare over there. If I have to go see a specialist, it still takes me 3 months here. Give me a break. Their food quality is infinitely better. Just is. Like, well, I'm eligible for citizenship, and they're paying people to move back. It's just like, you telling me that like I might not be able to consume as much and buy things at the cheap cost? That's the trade-off of our culture. It's like, well, you can get more stuff. It's like, okay, not the purpose of life. All that stuff you get will never fill that hole you have. And the more you get more stuff, the more your dissatisfaction with that stuff will become. And it's not saying that like some stuff isn't good. Like, it's not a stuff is evil inherently or not. It's this there's a conditional aspect to it, right? Like, there's all kinds of conditional goods in the world. Ice cream's a conditional good. All kinds of other things are conditional goods, right? Alcohol's a conditional good. Video games are a conditional good. But if any of those things try to become your ultimate good, if they are you're the source of everything for me in life, you're my unconditional good. If I try to make that ice cream, eventually I will hate ice cream, and I will probably get diabetes and die. If I try to do that with video games will never be good enough. And also, I'll also have a very unhealthy habit. Alcohol, all those things. And so that's the same with just like the consumerist culture we have in America too. I'm not saying like this like I'm some saint. I am not. I struggle with things that I don't need all the time. All that fear of missing out we like to put out there. But like I see the issue in myself, so that's why I share it, you know? Italy's the best place I've ever been in my life, and I'm Portugal light. Will, you mean Brazilian. Don't be so hard on yourself. Man, I want to do that, but like getting our dogs there, getting a place to live, getting a car, getting our home and cars have sorted out just seems so daunting to move international. It would be a challenge. It would be a challenge. It would be 100% challenge. I was wondering what you were saying there, Mike. I was gonna be like, listen, I don't want to get into it, but I would love to have a conversation if you were actually serious. But yeah, I hear what you mean. That's that unconditional good. Yeah, and that's the trade-off here. Like, families don't get appreciated. People are expected to work. People are expected to sacrifice their family over their job. And I just, you know, let's all move to Italy, chat. Let's all move to Italy. All right, I know what I gotta do now.
Precious stones to catch the light. Come and see.
All right. Did I want to do that? Did I just mess up? Did I just make a problem? Okay, we're good. We're good. Chat, let's see if we can boost some of our gear. So, Prude, I'll show you a little bit of how this works right now. Like, I'm pretty sure this is true, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm pretty sure I'm never like a naturalist, if you will, where like I have an obsession with things having to be 100% organic or stuff. I do believe that as someone that's worked on a small family farm, there's an issue with quality over quantity, and a lot of high quantity produced foods lack a lot of nutritional density. Like countries like Italy, countries throughout Europe, like all these places, they still have a lot of their food and their resources and food come so local. I think that matters. I really do. Again, Italy's GDP, I don't care about. People on average live into their high 90s in that country. And they smoke more than us here. And they drink more than us here. They do all of that more. I don't understand how this game stretches out at the menu screen, by the way.
Not bad.
That is expensive upgrade. Was it worth it? We'll find out. I think you're right. It's really critical with upgrading gear. Because you can, here's the thing, like you can do a seller real quick, Proot. And you could sell all the gear you get there and make like 100,000 cash quickly. Yes, Peter, we're moving. So you got to make sure you have money, because selling your gear is definitely your best way to make money too, in my opinion. Why did I not break everything up? But like in these situations, I'm hitting upgrade limits because I need more materials. I don't want to repair it, darn it. I want to salvage it. That was a silly thing to do. I just wasted money on that. A lot of it's basic material, but a lot of it's important. Okay, done. I have one bag, and I live out of it. All right, let's finish this. Why is there... What on earth is that? Is that beer? I spit on my keyboard when I was yammering away, chat. I'm like real weird with my keyboards. I don't like them to be dirty at all. I want them to be sticky. 38. I bet you're like 60 or something like that, Pauls. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Miss you, buddy. Bro. It's like I beat the game. Bro! Actually, can I see what your score is? Can't. Not unless you're online. Alright. Let's keep on marching. Well, as I am getting off in a bit, I gotta go at dinner. Just to let you know. If you were planning on playing. I'm gonna finish this quest real quick here and then head out. Who is texting me? Okay, it's not work this time. Pauls, did you hear the news, by the way? I don't think you were here earlier for what the big announcement was, were you? Okay. Well, we had to stop the adoption process because my wife is pregnant. I'm gonna be a dad in January, bro.
Not ready yet.
Right? Turns out, all I actually had to do... Alta, how's it going, Fred? Hope you've been well. I appreciate that share. Yeah, man, it's crazy. We found... So, her whole thing was, use the spare bag. Yeah. I made the joke earlier when I went live. Like, it turns out we've been doing it wrong the whole entire time. I thought you had to... I thought all you had to do was shake hands, but it requires a lot more. Location. I know, man. Thank you, dude. A lot of y'all have been praying for us, and it means the world because they have 100% been answered. Thanks, Alta. How have you been, Alta? So yeah, we had our first ultrasound today. We got to see the little Peanut's heartbeat and all that stuff. I think it looks like me. I can't even make fun of Italy anymore. Yeah, you can. Busy but good? Good. Glad to hear. You'd always make fun of Italy. Yeah, we're just very grateful because it's answered miracle for sure. Trying to think. My wife always wanted to have at least a kid by the time she was 30. Love you, buddy. Enjoy dinner, my friend. Tell your wife I said shalom. And her 30th birthday was coming, and we were like, we're gonna have a kid. We're starting the adoption process. We picked the agency after talking to a few. We started the application. Like, one way or the other, in your 30s, you will have a kid. And she didn't tell me that she was late, because typically I'm always hopeful, like, we're gonna have a kid of our own. One way or the other, we'll have a kid, you know? And then the morning of her 30th birthday at like 6 a.m., she got up and gave me the test. And I was like, is this real? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Is it mine? And then she looked at me and called me an idiot. And yeah, but it's just been crazy. So we've known since May 26. Yeah, very much a Deborah and Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond moment. Deborah always calls Raymond an idiot. And my wife's gotten accustomed to me going, idiot. Fruit, love you, buddy. Have a good night. So yeah, it's crazy. That's what this shirt says. Dad level unlocked. Is that the whole entire quest? That can't be it. What the heck? Clip isn't mine? What am I doing here? It wants me to go out here, but it doesn't want me to go out here. Bro, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. It's gonna come in handy with the guild. What are your other characters' names? Are you on one of those different ones right now? Well, I think it doesn't matter. I think as long as your account is in, all your characters will be in as well, which is pretty clutch. Makes sense, but you know how it is. Alto, you still playing the Old Republic? I've been wanting to get back to it recently. Especially after hearing the news of the development change. I'm curious because they're obviously naturally saying it's not the end, it's a new beginning. So I don't think they're gonna shut it down. But I am curious what we might potentially see. Yeah, that's awesome.
Not ready yet.
I obviously took a wrong turn. This new weapon's sick. What's your core attribute for Barbarian, Paws? Same here. I hope it's the case. Is the game still, you know, all intents, you know, the most important thing, it's still a profitable game, right? There's still a pretty active player base.
That was one of the revered dead from the cairns.
Returned to the worms. May they find rest.
Arlo.
Did you think we'd so easily join the dead, lad? How did you find your way up?
I just think it doesn't make sense to...
Through them. Mighty
Exactly, Alta. And it just seems like they would lose a lot of goodwill as well. Star Wars in general. Your core attribute as a barbarian, so if you go to abilities, cores right here. No, I messed up. Cores right here. Here's your core skill. I previously maxed out Hammer of the Ancients, but now I switched to Whirlwind, and it's been a whirl of a difference, you might say. But I'm done.
through with that horned woman.
It's a good MMO too, also. Like, I've played a lot of MMOs this past year, just trying them out, and Old Republic got me.
They headed towards Solitude, the top of the hill. The sound of Erida's Talharpa carried with the wind. And then, this madness began. If your aim is to follow them, you won't get far with all this fog. It seems to be drawn to the risen remains. We spotted others in the hills before this one tore.
Goated move. It's been a game changer for sure.
I'll stay here and protect these two. The fog is too near to leave them undefended.
The stone.
That's what happened to me. I got caught up in the side quest. I straight up got caught up in the side quest. And I finally was like, okay, these side quests are great, but I'm gonna do a little bit more since I've hit Act 2 at least. See, the one other thing, oh, Prude's gone, but some armor sometimes gives you attributes, which is great, but it's good to pay attention if that's the case, because my whirlwinds dropped 2 points because I got rid of one piece of armor. I didn't even know what it is. Just now getting home me out of the gold stuff. That's great. That's Act 1. Oh, this doesn't look good. We got you. We got you. Find and destroy the risen remnants. Oh, risen remains, Mark. Come on.
I must wait.
Got it. Got it. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. And it's sweet. Sweet victory. Also, were you excited about the new Star Wars game they announced at all? Paul, have you seen it? Have you seen the gameplay trailer yet, dude? Yeah, they had today. Ubisoft had a direct dedicated to a bunch of their games. They showed a lot of the Avatar game, which comes out in December. It was all like Star Wars Survivor. Star Wars Survivor. What game was that? Why does that sound familiar, but like also I can't recollect it? Oh my gosh, Jedi Survivor, my bad. Yeah, I don't know why I was like, there's no Jedi in the front, so I'm not thinking about it. Wow, someone slapped me. Hey, honey. Yeah, Jedi Survivor. Yeah, I'm glad it's not a Jedi-focused game, though. Like, I'm glad it's more focused on, I guess you would call her what? Like a, yes, Jeff Prost. And I hear Star Wars Jedi Fear Factor is going to follow the story of Padawan Joe Rogan, too, Peter. This is how you chop the ants down. This is how you chop them down. Choppity chop, chop, choppity chop. Look the ants. Yep, yep. All right, all right, all right, all right. Got the group all going. All right, return the urine. Peter, you are a Jedi. Starfield, what do you think of that? So I was like, I knew what Starfield was, and I was like excited for it or hopeful for it, but I also wasn't like, oh, I need to play this game day one. I was like, oh, that'd be cool to see. I hope it's good. It's been in the works for a while. Bethesda games aren't necessarily my thing, you know? But then I watched the trailer yesterday during the showcase, and I was like, looks great. Still kind of felt the same way. Then I watched the Starfield Direct, and as that Direct went on and on, I'm like, you know what? I really hope this game is what it is. I really hope it is what it is, because it looks like a lot of fun. Paulus, have you seen if they put those new controllers on pre-order yet, bro?
And survived worse.
You've been fortunate.
Is that even that was aspect? But yeah, that was one of the highlights I didn't expect from this this summer's fake E3. I don't know if they have done it yet. I'm just wondering.
Please, Arlo. Just for now.
Maybe we should go with him, Dad.
Well, the ale would be welcome.
The ale would be.
I will deal with Erida and Lilith. See them safely to Braceton.
That axe, you could cut up an entire pizza with one swing.
I will. Thank you.
Boom, right down the middle. So we no level up, but we got a good place going on. Well, another one we go up north. Come on, come on, come on. All right, Paul's, Alta, Peter, everyone here, whoever is lurking, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for those who I got to share this exciting news with. Again, we're so grateful. Continued prayers are appreciated. We have a long journey ahead, Plantita. I will be back. I'm thinking tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow. Another Diablo stream. Continue playing the game. Pause. Let me know when you're available tomorrow if you want to play with Brosov. Again, Game Bites will be this Friday. I think of anything else important. Oh, also, again, you aren't following me. If you want to know where I might be in the future, I'm on Twitch now, but I'm also on Kick and YouTube and TikTok now. And if you have those interested, please follow me there. Same name, got that brand on lockdown. I'm gonna go cook a piece of salmon for my wife because she's hungry. She's a hungry pregnant woman, and I'm gonna go feed her because that is my job as a man. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here. You're all beautiful people. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. It's just straight up for sale. What? Dude, send me the link. Seriously, send me the link. No lie, send me the link. Seriously, send me the link. Peter, all you, bye, have a great night. All of you, thank you so much. Love you all. God bless. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out. A-Town down. And enjoy your gaming, as The Rock once said.